And I'm relatively chilled.
Question.
So. Oh boy.
What do you think of Tupac?
Wait. No, wait. Okay, but before you answer that question, yeah, I don't like the way you've like.
No, come on, man, stop that.
Do you know what I mean?
Stop
It's just,
that.
I feel like
this is a safe space.
I feel like
it's a safe space.
I feel like
no, wait. It's a safe space. How do you feel about Tupac?
You know, when I was younger, I was a stan. Like, you know, you had a little obsession, like,
I think,
yeah. And obviously, growing up now, I'm just deep in the way he was moving and deep in situations and looking at what people are saying. I think, you know what?
You say this ain't
chatty, man.
Oh,
what'd you say?
You're chatty. You're just bare chatty, like. And the thing is, you didn't have to die, but you want to be bad. Now I'm older and I'm seeing how things are like. He was actually a good you doing art with Jada when he was younger, you know what I mean? Dancing to Will Smith, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Then obviously...
That interview when he's a good kid.
Yeah, he was actually a good you, and you had a lot of ambition and all that stuff, obviously. Yeah,
then he told
poverty and all that stuff. Yeah. Then you chill with certain people from New York that you shouldn't be... Biggie even warned you.
Facts. He told you don't chill with them.
Don't chill with him. He said, yeah, I'm that about that life.
Facts.
Now it's fuck the world, fuck Biggie.
This is great.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Can I talk?
No.
Let me ask a question.
Yemi, you go first.
No.
Yemi, the floor is yours.
Don't ask any more questions.
Yemi, the floor is yours.
So what do you think about his music?
I do love some Tupac.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I feel like it's always been there, like since as a kid. You know what I mean? It's a childhood type of vibe, but...
So what you're talking about is him as a person.
But that made me dislike his music, and I'm just saying you do the same rhyme scheme, Hennessy, enemies.
Hennessy, enemy.
There you go.
Hennessy,
enemies. Like,
if I had a power for every time he said Hennessy, enemy.
Oh my gosh, I'd be drunk by now.
But we'd have our own flipping studio. What's going on, world? Welcome to episode 59 of the Rhymes Like Dimes podcast with your boys Peter,
Yo,
Mohammed,
Yo,
myself Yemi, and today we're joined by a very special guest, an authority on all things UK black music. We welcome the lovely Mimi, the music blogger, to the studio today.
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. We don't have any applause on the.
I was trying to see if we
can applause on the screen.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah, she deserves it.
You don't know Reagan's one when he makes everyone clap.
Yeah, clap it up, y'all.
When he makes everyone clap on drink champs.
Clap it up, y'all. But yeah, shout out to Nori. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Coming all the way from North London, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
So we're divided right now.
It's an even playing field.
2 south, 2 north.
Come on now. It's an even playing
How could we ever coexist?
Hey man, you know what they say about North London?
What they say?
The best rappers come from there.
Nobody says that.
You say that.
But people from North London.
The best rappers come from North London. But that's
It's
another
true.
conversation. To talk about
true.
it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Come on
Here we
now.
go.
That we're the best. Do
Easy.
What we do.
No, to be fair, we did say that.
No, we didn't.
Yes,
we
we
did.
did.
I didn't
We
even
had
answer
an
that.
we had an episode here where we broke down areas.
Like,
And we came together and said Tottenham make the best rappers.
I didn't
and
agree
North
to
as a
that.
whole.
I said East.
like we
I agree to
I
it.
said East.
I
But
agree
the
to
thing,
it.
I said the best MCs come from East.
We're not doing that,
And I'm
man.
from South.
everyone from North is always the top of the game.
Come on. When we talk about come on, man.
It's debatable, but okay.
Mad
Drill.
debate.
Come from North.
Drill.
We got the best lyricist in North.
Drill came from South. You
Who's
know?
the best
Yeah,
lyricist?
we understand. But I'm saying, who's the king of drill? Is Heady.
Talk about it.
Yeah, you're right.
Take-
to be fair.
When we talk about grime,
But the foundation,
You
the
think about
foundation. Okay.
What do you think about writing? You think about Wretch? Personally, to
No
me,
one thinks about writing. First
Who
of
thinks
all,
about
so-
Skepta when you think about Graham?
a lot
Only
of
thing
people
I
Everyone.
think about
A
Skepta.
lot of
Everybody.
people. A lot of
Everybody.
people.
See what I mean when he's a homebody? This guy ain't outside to see.
No, you see, he is a hater, and the truth will come to pass today.
Anyway, before we start a major argument, boys, how we doing? Pete? How you?
Yeah, all good, brother. All good, man. What you saying?
I'm all right. I'm cool. Mohammed, you?
Chilling, man. Had a great week. So Arsenal beat Spurs. Amazing.
You did.
And it
Congrats.
was
That was a good performance.
I lost my voice, man. Like I lost my head. I made friends with 2 Asian men.
Is that your first win of the season?
Don't do that.
No, it's just a big win, isn't it?
It's just a big win, isn't it? Like, and that's the first time I saw us play Spurs. I've seen us play everyone. Spurs was the only one that was pending. So yeah, it was.
And we're recording on a Saturday, and you know, Arsenal have just drawn with Brighton, 0-0.
Hey,
So
man.
back to square one, pretty much.
We walked before we could run in it. we walked.
I mean, you ran pretty hard like last week.
Yeah, but no, I'll take the win. But overall, it's good, man. Because same day watch Summer Madness. A lot of my predictions came true. So we're moving it.
What were your predictions?
Murder Mook lost. Bad. So Surf caught a body.
Are you a
bad.
battle rap fan, Mimi? You're a battle rap fan? You into
Yeah.
battle rap?
You're a battle rap fan.
Yeah.
There we go. See? So Surf caught a body. Murder Mook got dropped.
I just
I was about
learned
to-
that. I think it was good.
I was about to ask, how did Murder Mook do?
He lost clearly, convincingly.
Wait, is this Arsenal, right?
No, Murder Mook. No, do you know what it is? I'm just trying to
That's a
get.
belly laugh, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to get under Peter's skin hard, fam. Cause you know how Peter rides for Murder Mook.
So yeah,
innit?
Murder Mook is Peter's guy.
That's
All
Peter's
the way
guy.
back from like the Smack DVD
Battle
era.
rap.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't watch.
Oh, you don't watch? Nah,
Yeah,
there's
sorry.
a song
Oh.
called Murder Mook, who's Peter's guy.
I was watching you. I saw you.
Because I thought she said, yeah, I was like,
Last
No,
time I
when you
saw
said
that.
Arsenal, there's a battle rapper called Arsenal. So that's why you thought. That's why I thought.
Oh,
oh, I see what you done
Yeah,
there.
no,
Yeah. But anyway, quickly, yeah, Murder Mook died. Surf caught a body. We move. Overall, good
Mook
weekend.
died.
You actually like watching like
I love battle rap.
it's
I
kind of
can't-
mean.
Nah, with me, I love it. Like do
They
you know?
really become very disrespectful. Like
Yeah, but I've been
Incredibly.
watching. Do you know what it is? You know when you just watch it for time. Like I've been watching it for a decade. Like I love it. These ones will tell you. I can't lie. That shit gets,
But he's on violence, isn't it?
sometimes.
It's a
I
lot
love
of
battle
London.
rap though. I
It's
can't
a
lie
lot
to
of
you.
London.
Man, come on. I was waiting for that last week for like a month.
I'm gonna check it out. Though. I ain't
Yeah, watch it, man. Because
No,
Murder
I will.
Mook is. But we know how he does on big stages, man.
Well, it's you.
He's a legend. But once you put him in front of
He's a choker.
once you put him in front of 2,000 people, it doesn't look good, man.
He chokes.
Really?
No, he never chokes. Murder Mook's never choked.
Oh, he's just
He's just
inferior.
his rapping is trash.
He's just lesser.
Yeah, and he's a goat. Murder Mook's goat status. And you look like a donkey. No, let me
Not
relax.
a donkey. Oh my god.
Let me chill, man. But my guy caught 30 in it, so I'm happy.
Hey man, shout out to Mook, man. Whatever you're doing, is he still being a coon?
Yeah, you hear that's
He's still a coon.
for yes.
Ooh, not
For
the
what?
coon,
For
man.
yes, Jules.
Yeah. Is he still? Is he
I
still,
don't.
is
I
he
don't
still on
watch
that one?
that. I don't watch that.
Anyway, shout out to Murder Mook. I'm praying for you, bro. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening to this episode, wherever you're listening, whether you're listening on YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We very much appreciate it. Now we're going to get into what we've been listening to this week, and I'll start off with our guest, Mimi. What have you been listening to this week?
Little Sims. I'm still playing the album. That one just it hits different. It hits different. Maybe it's a black girl thing. I don't know.
You know what? I can see that.
Yeah, because she was saying some mad stuff. I'm thinking, yeah,
I'm the same.
Yeah.
yeah. Drake.
Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah. That intro. Woo, Jesus.
It's a banging. It's a banging
Yeah,
intro. Can't even lie.
What else? Potter's thing. Well, it came out like what yesterday, but that one is
Good.
yeah, man.
I still need to listen.
He's 30 with it, man.
He's dope.
He's oh Jesus. He's wow. He's wow.
He's pretty nice for a white boy.
He is. I don't even see him as white no more. You know.
Yo, you
He's-
know when you
Is
evolve.
that, wait, is that good?
Yeah, you know when you
It's done
evolve for
once,
yeah,
yeah.
You
that's
know,
It's true.
You don't even think like, nah. He's just
He's nice with it.
he's wow.
Yeah, he's good.
I'm excited for his album.
Let me listen to Party Paper like that. I need to check him out.
You should, man.
What?
I should check him out.
Listen
I've
to
never
Training
really
Day
sat
3.
down and really listened to him. My brother loves him, but I've never sat and listened to
Nah,
him.
he's pain.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Pain.
If you like that old school UK rap vibe,
Yeah, I love that shit.
but a little bit more modern with like sleeker production, you'll love Potter.
I'll check him out. I've been meaning to as well.
Yeah, man. I listened to all of his stuff because I interviewed him for Trench, and I listened to all of his stuff back to front. And yeah, man, he's dope. He's very,
Salute to
very
him.
dope. Anything else?
I'm gonna listen to the same stuff all the time though. I'm like that.
I feel you. I'll be that way sometimes
Yeah,
too.
just playing mad old bangers.
It goes like that sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel that. Peter?
What have I been listening to?
Tupac.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Always, always.
Yeah, Tupac.
I've been listening.
Even the bootlegs.
Nah, not the bootlegs.
Only for a special occasion.
Yeah. I've been listening to Dwele, quite a bit of Dwele those last couple of weeks. I don't know why you're laughing. Can I get into
No, it's because I mentioned Dwele in the group chat like this week. So then I find out you're listening to him. It's
Hey,
like, oh,
man,
man.
get into my soul bag, innit? I've been listening to Sir. He had an EP a few years ago called Her Too, so I've been re-listening to that. Drake still, Sims still. AZ dropped an album a couple weeks ago that I've been checking out.
Do or Die too, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah, that was quite good. It was quite good, man. He picked better beats than the last project. And yeah, it was a solid album. And lyrically, he's still nice, so that was always good. That's about it, really, man. I ain't been listening to too much. That's about it.
Hear that? Mo?
I kept it simple. I picked Sims today for the song of the week because I've been rinsing out the album this week. I just caught myself going back to it a
What
lot.
song?
Part 2. Little Q. Little Q Part 2. And that's my favourite song on the album to me. I think that song's amazing, man. I think she goes hard with it. So I've gone back to Little Sims quite a bit. I went back to J Electronica Last Testimony, just to hear it again.
I was thinking about that album recently because he had a feature on West Side Gun's project recently.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit.
No, because I was listening to Jesus is Lord, so I was like, let me go back to this album and sit on it. Jay mollywopped him, but
Still.
yeah, Jay-Z mollywopped him on that album. I can't respect.
Still a cop out.
But yeah, that's what I've been listening to. I ain't gone back to too much music. Really been J-Lick and Little Sims, a lot of it, to be honest with you. What about you?
Hear that? I've been listening to, so a couple of days ago I listened to the new K-Trap album, or mixtape, Trapo.
Best drill.
Yes.
For the year still.
Very dope, very, very dope. South London as well.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Is it cute?
That's
You're
what I'm
rude.
talking
Yeah.
about.
You're rude.
Can't call drill cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
Imagine calling drill cute. But shout out to K-Trap. It's a dope tape.
Yeah.
You know, that was really good. What else have I been listening to? I've been listening to, I listened to the Lil Nas X album.
I
Montero.
love him.
He's dope.
I
I
love him.
quite like the album.
It's a cold album, you know.
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
It's like, if you like a little bit of pop mixed with
No,
country.
Wait, I hate random. I swear to
Sorry,
God.
Peter Mo, you laughing?
Like, you guys. Whoa, you guys are just,
We
whoa.
didn't even say that.
Do you wanna inform
We
us
didn't
as to
say
why
a
you're laughing?
word. Mo just looked at me. And I didn't need to say that.
Mohammed, what was your intention when looking at Peter?
No, listen, I'm not even about to get myself in trouble. Salute to Little Nas X.
Yeah.
Salute to everything he does.
Yeah, if you ain't got
Always,
nothing, if you ain't
Yeah,
got
that's
nothing
what I'm
nice to
saying.
say,
No,
don't
I
say-
just looked
don't
at
say
Peter.
nothing.
No, I looked at Peter to see if Peter listened to his album. And then Peter looked at me like, you're tripping. And then I turned around.
Oh my. It's actually good, you know.
But
He's
you're-
misunderstood.
But you like pop though, so you'd like this.
It's
Salute to
actually
Little
hard.
Nas
You
X.
need-
You know what it is, yeah? It's the delivery. And I feel like it puts people off, but his songs is actually hard.
Yeah,
It's actually a good album, like overall.
it's a good album, man.
gonna check it out?
He even raps a bit on it. He raps a bit on it as well.
Isn't he a rapper though?
When he's
Like,
flexing. No, he's not a rapper.
No,
He's not a rapper.
He's just got the
Vibes.
name. But
Vibes.
he's more like a singer. But it's a good album, man. I feel like it anyway. As far as like pop albums go, it's a good modern pop album. So
Okay.
salute to him.
All right.
Also listened to Millions' new tape,
Yeah.
Provisional or License. The intro is one of the best intros I've heard all year. That beat
His
switch,
flows.
his flows, his storytelling. Millions is, for me, like, I don't want to say king of drill, but he's my favorite driller right now. Like, Millions has got it on lock, man. He's just got a whole. He's original, man. He's fresh. He's not like the London man. He's from Birmingham.
Birms.
He's not like the London man. So shout out to him. Went back to Sims obviously as well because that's dope. I've got a list of projects that I've enjoyed so far. So let me just go through that.
Oh, you listen. Damn.
Oh, listen. Thames, If Orange Was a Place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man,
That's
fire.
my baby, man.
Fire. That is
Oh,
so
no.
fire.
That's my baby.
She's in so many different pockets on that album,
Yeah.
on that tape, on that EP. Like,
Yeah.
different-
Does she kind of remind you of Rihanna, like her tone, or was it just me?
I know what you mean.
I know what you mean.
I know what
Like
you mean.
her tone is very much.
I know what you mean.
Rihanna.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%,
I thought it
100%.
was bugging. I'm thinking, never mind, maybe.
No, you could tell
Yeah.
there's definitely an influence there,
Yeah.
but in a good way.
Yeah,
And obviously she
yeah,
sings
yeah.
better than Rihanna. So there's that.
It's not.
Why do you have to just diss them? I just
This man just sending shots to everyone, isn't it?
No, but
Wow.
that's not.
You go back the
It's
shots.
not-
as
it's
well.
not a lie. It's not a lie.
established that
Yeah,
Rihanna
you
ain't
know,
the best singer.
He said
It's not a
facts
lie,
that
innit?
you don't need to say it out
It's just
loud.
unnecessary,
You know
innit? Like we could have moved on. Yeah, she sang
Yeah,
at Rihanna.
yeah,
So
like-
this what else I've been listening to.
Damn.
Yeah,
But why can't I say these facts though?
because it's just,
It's a time and
disrespectful.
place.
Why do you man love policing me?
Because it's disrespectful.
we're trying to help you.
Yeah, it's like
Help
a
me
time
with
and
what?
place.
Stop being a
You know,
villain.
That's it.
When's the time and when's the place?
When there's a
When the
question,
when the
There we
mics
go.
when the
There we
mics
go.
on.
Nah, man, come on, man. We're grown ups here. Like, people have this opinion. I'm just speaking for the people, bro.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
What people?
Them.
Them.
The same people that you say is them.
They.
Them ones in the back. The people in the back generally. But yeah, that's pretty much me, to be honest. And they're just like listening to a lot of instrumental hip hop and all that as well. So shout out to all those artists as well. Cool. So Mimi, again, thank you again for coming through.
Thank you.
Kind of just want to get into a bit of a breakdown as to you and your come up and how you got into rap and stuff. So we'll start with that. How did you get into rap growing up?
My cousin, like, as a kid at the AF parties. And you're upstairs, everyone is chilling and she's just playing bear. So I'm thinking, oh, what's this? And I feel like my first intro, I think it's Kanye, because of my dad. Them AF people like, ooh, rap song, but it's not really, now me, then MTV based and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Then start doing my own research on the Tupacs and Biggies. Then obviously UK rap, obviously primary school, then secondary school. Then you trying to be the first person to know the latest songs in class. Say, oh, you know this song? What? You don't know this song? I've got the pattern. Da, 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 da. Then from there it was just, basically.
Who were some of your like favorite rappers growing up?
When I was younger, how young? Because I can say something really dumb and you be thinking, ugh.
Let's say when you were,
no, I mean whatever it was, isn't it?
Like how young?
when you were a teenager.
That was a long time ago. Joking. So when I was, you guys would have been when I was in year 7, late year 7. Yeah, I remember I watched 106 on Park, and Drake came out saying, "Oh, who is this man? This guy's amazing." Then from there, I've just been a stan since.
And that was Drake before the beard as well.
Yeah, man, when he was a baby. Then obviously
When you look like a thumb.
Kanye, obviously because of MTV Base, it was literally every day. You used to see him everywhere. Twister, you know.
Twister.
Yeah,
Dope.
That's different.
Twister. Yeah, 'cause he was just crazy with it. Yeah. Who else? Nelly. But that's when I was like a kid. Like, oh, he was
Ja Rule,
fine.
Nelly, all of them.
Jesus had the crush on him. Oh, child. Who else? Obviously Jay-Z when I was younger. You know, my first intro of Biggie, you know, it was Nasty Girls, but I didn't deep.
Oh, the remix.
Oh, the one with Nelly and them. Man, yeah.
And I remember because
Jagged
I was a baba. You
Yeah.
know what I'm trying to say? And it was MTV Base was putting it on Reload 24. I said, oh, like this guy, he's.
I remember that era.
You know what I mean?
Edge.
It
That
was
song they used to play it every day.
Oh my god.
From morning till
Nelly
night.
went crazy, but they used to play it every
Well,
day.
Nelly spun everyone.
Yeah,
by
Nelly
the
went
way.
crazy on that song.
spun
He went
everyone.
crazy on that
He
song.
No one has
spun
ever said that ever.
Nah,
What?
fam. Man said
Nelly
slow
went
down
crazy
the
on that song.
Cuz,
No one has ever said
Nah,
that.
Nelly,
Bro,
yo, don't do that to
he
Nelly.
understood
Yo,
the
Nelly,
assignment, by
there we
the
go.
way.
Nelly
Have
done
you
his
ever
job.
heard anybody say Nelly went crazy
Well, I'm
on
giving
that
Nelly
song?
his just. We're giving Nelly his flowers.
Yes,
He went
I can
crazy.
agree. He was what?
For what it's worth, he did. He was.
Yeah,
good.
he was.
He went
great on that
crazy.
Who would you say?
You don't remember anyone else on the song?
Did he? That's what I remember.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
That's what I remember. I just remember. Did he? And Biggie, of course.
Not listening to Prince, or he's just talking all of that stuff. Nah, not Diddy, nah.
No, I mean, listen, he
Nelly.
didn't have a good verse.
It was Nelly.
Yeah,
Nelly
he was,
won.
he was,
Yeah,
he was,
Nelly
he
won
was.
hands down. We're giving Nelly
If
his
we're
flowers.
talking like new verses on that tune, then it's Nelly.
Okay, who else?
Eminem.
Leave it, man.
Damn.
Oh yeah, Eve, Defo.
Did you watch our show?
Which one?
Eve. She had a show called
Yeah,
Eve.
Eve.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
you
And her
do
name was
that?
Shelly.
Yeah,
It wasn't her name Shelly, fam.
yeah. She finessed us.
Shelly, you know.
That was the biggest bag of
Missy,
nonsense.
Missy, yeah.
Missy, my childhood. That's literally, yeah.
Were you ever a fan of Busta Rhymes?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh Jesus, that Janet Jackson song, and then what?
Yeah,
MTV
that
Base
video.
had it on reload. I was thinking, what is going on? Then I deep the meaning of it.
Oh,
yeah.
Then I said, that's kind of mad.
I feel like a lot of like black kids growing up in London, Biggie, Busta and Missy were the guys.
What?
Yeah.
They had everyone
lot
on
of them.
ropes.
Just in terms
They
of
ran it for a while, man.
They ran it for a
They
while.
ran it for a
100%.
while.
Yeah,
They were creative, man.
very.
I feel that. So, how did your passion for rap turn into you being like a well-known, established blogger? Like, tell us a bit about that journey.
I was just chatting my shit.
Good start.
Yeah, I was just chatting my shit, like tweeting it off. Then everyone was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. Then from that, start writing blogs. Then what's so weird, yeah, when I write it, I never really attend for the rappers to say something. I just putting it out there. Then David says something. Then Haas. And I'm thinking, oh, bro, okay, yo, some right.
Yeah, acknowledging
Alright,
it,
cool.
yeah.
Cool. So then I'm just being consistent with it. Then start doing threads on the timeline. Because I used to watch bare documentaries when I was younger, behind the music, MTV. Then I just saying I done my little J-Lo thread, then that went viral. Then Joe Budden shouted me out on his podcast. Yeah,
Yeah,
Rory,
the J-Lo
Yeah.
one.
Was it Joe or Rory?
Joe.
It was Joe.
Yeah, he said my girl. I said, oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, because the J-Lo one was the one I first saw when it came.
Yeah.
You come across the timeline was the big thread that I think he done on J-Lo.
Yeah.
Kind of saying that she
Then
didn't.
that went viral.
So wait, what happened that Joe shouted you out?
He was talking about the whole thread because he went viral. Like,
So what was the thread?
How J-Lo stole everyone's vocals.
Oh, raw.
She did sing on Ain't That Funny, innit?
That was you?
Yeah.
Fun.
Oh
Yeah, that's what I
my
literally.
days,
That's
yes, I remember reading that one. Yeah, you did bits.
yeah, that's what I
You
literally.
did
That's
better.
what I first saw.
was showing evidence, and it was just. I don't know. I was on violence that day.
You was though, because you know why you was on violence. You chose. She broke that the vocal said, "Here's a shot, here's J-Lo,"
Yeah.
and like this ain't her singing it.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, FBI thing.
And didn't Joe Budden and them man discuss it
Yeah,
as
they were
well?
talking about it on the topic.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then from there, I was just,
I feel that. So when you were
that
blogging in the early days,
Yeah.
you were writing mainly about like, was it US rappers? Was it UK rap?
It was kind of both, but more of the US side. Then when I start talking about UK, I feel like that was like the golden era, that 2017, because it was Huss, then Stormzy, Tab. Like it was like everyone's talking about black albums.
Yeah,
They
the
were
new
seeing
wave.
it on mainstream, so I just start talking about that. Yeah, it's just from that, and I start. Let me just stick with my UK people because no one's really doing it for us. So
Yeah.
Facts.
let me just talk my shit.
And obviously now you're kind of like, you're featured on Complex, you've written for
Yeah.
Complex. Like I see you on JD Sports doing content with them and all that as well. You were in Tion Wayne's documentary as well. So
oh god, yeah.
that must be crazy to consider that you were blogging for a while and now you're just like in the same vicinity as these like rap stars and you're being shouted out on like national, international podcasts, like for millions of listeners. Like, how does that all feel? How's that adjustment been?
I'm just like, why? Like, in my head, yeah, you know, you're just chilling with your friends, yeah, and think you're talking about music. I just see it as that, like, I'm just chilling with my friends, having bants, saying our
It's a
opinions.
normal conversation.
Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's how I see it. So, seeing people's reactions and places I'm going, I'm just like, raw. Should I keep on going? And I'm freestyling. I'm cutting my cap. Like I'm. There's no blueprint. Like, oh my gosh, I want this. I'm just literally like, even 3 weeks ago, I was working with Julie on her new season of Top 5.
Julia Adenuga.
Yeah. Oh my god, she's good. Oh my god, I was so confused. The funny thing is how I met her, and we always talk about it because it was Dave that introduced us together at his birthday party, and it was like we're just chilling. The Dave just dragged me, said, "Julie, get to know Mimi. Mimi's good. Mimi, you know Julie, she's good. Talk." I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Everyone knows me and her have the same birthday, you know. I really love Julie. Like, she's really my, oh my God, like, do you guys trying to say? So I'm just like, what the hell's going on? Then she shouted me, so you want to be a part of my show? I'm just like, wait, I watched the show. What are you talking about? Yeah, duh. Then, yeah, things like that. It's just, the universe is always
Alone.
patting me.
Yeah.
I can't even lie.
I hear that.
That's
So
dope.
yeah, very, very dope. I mean, again, it's been such a short space of time as well. And obviously you've done quite a lot of blogging and the journey's been long and arduous. I know as a writer that journey is like very much like long and that. So, you know, it's good that you managed to stay like focused and you stay like
Consistent.
Yeah, and interested really, because this industry is very like, it's a tough one still. Like it can be,
It's crazy.
you know what I mean? Like what have been kind of like the challenges for you like, with like navigating through the industry?
I don't want to be sound so typical.
Just speak your truth.
Like being a black girl.
Okay.
But it's going to be like, oh, here
Speak
she
your truth,
goes.
honestly.
No, but-
Nah.
What I mean?
It's your
real
truth.
though.
Yeah, okay, cool. It's going to sound so cliche. Obviously, you're from North.
Yeah.
Black people is everywhere. Do you know what I'm
It's a
trying to say? And the most like we're diverse, but it's like everyone's in their own community type of vibe. And I'll say since I joined the industry, I did. Oh, you're a black girl, because people move weird, or like if you're talking to a white person, they trying to walk in eggshells, like they don't try to be too rude. Then the man them are just like, it's just, it's nasty. I don't like it.
You don't like the industry.
I don't like that part of the industry. I want to try to avoid it, but at the same time, you need to network and all that stuff. But it's just...
The industry doesn't, I don't really care. The industry doesn't care about black women.
No, they don't.
They exploit them.
Yep.
They take advantage of them. They don't give them the credit. They don't give them any credit. Like,
Whoa,
and this goes back to like flipping Jamelia and Beverly Knights days, all the way down to like Alexandra Burke saying that she was told to like lighten her skin or whatever. So that carries on until the modern day. And even though it's the black music scene or the scene as it's known, like there's still a fundamental issue with the way black women move and are seen, basically. So what you're talking about is facts. Like
I feel like I can't really be myself. like I'm myself, obviously, but not myself. Like I kind of show a little glimpse of myself, like when I'm filming, and I'm seeing how YouTube comments are like, "Oh, why is she talking like Mandem?" Well, I'm fucking born
You're from North
London.
you're from
Like
North for a
we
start.
move. We actually
That's how we
move-
talk.
We move like Mandem. Like
facts.
like
Facts.
respectfully. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, hi."
Yeah.
That's not me.
That's not
do you know
you.
what I'm trying to say?
Have you actually had someone pose that to you?
Oh, bare people. Bare people. Even YouTube comments are like, "Oh, why is she speaking like Mandem? She's trying to force it." Bro, I live in Montague Road, next to Bouncers Road. Like, it's how hood you want to get. Like, I'm just quite confused. Or even went secondary school in Hackney. Like, I went Our Lady. So it's just like, I'm just born in the trenches.
That's literally you go from Edmonton to Hackney.
It's just like I see everything, and even like when I'm talking about cheating, sex, obviously, if no one knows what that means, I was like, why is she so? No, she can't talk like Mandem. I'm just thinking,
Well, what do you say that's been so controversial?
There's one thing, I got bagged differently. There's one thing I also said, I think it was filmed for Cold, and I think it was all bursts, and I showed a video of Fredo. I was thinking, what? Fredo was he's laying. I was sit on it, but it was just, they're gonna edit it out. You know what I mean? Oh no! Wake up in the morning, I see it made you think. I said, what?
Okay,
Yeah, whatever. I said, oh, why is she saying that? Why is she talking like that? Why not?
It's a fact.
When all Harry and Chugs and Finn all talking, they're talking no one's giving them
That's true.
their like trying to say like what I can't say because I'm a girl.
That's society though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? We're
That's
still
not
not.
nice.
I think we're still not used to women being open about their sexual desires and that. Do you know
And
what
they
I
might
mean?
not. I don't think people are used to.
Yeah, it's patriarchal society, isn't it?
Thanks.
It's gonna be an issue until way past our lifetime.
Yeah.
Because it's been one way longer than it hasn't. So it's not really much of a surprise that even in the industry you would experience something like that.
Yeah, because the industry is a microcosm of what's going on in wider society.
Yep.
Like the white people run everything.
Look at even Chloe Halle. She did a video recently, and look how much stick she's getting for now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Really embracing her body.
Fantastic
and that.
video, by the way.
Yeah, 100%. But
Fantastic.
like we have an issue with sexuality, innit? Women being like very sexual with their bodies and owning it. We have an issue with it. And
Yeah, black women specifically.
Yeah, black women specifically.
And I feel like guys sees black women as mums.
Break that down.
I just feel like what I deep in the industry, especially being dark skin as well. I feel like guys just see dark skin girls as like motherly and
Mando.
Trying to give us slack on being like we're mad strict and all of that stuff. And it's just like certain rappers as well. I met the way they move sometimes. Just thinking, I'm not your mum. Be you, bro. Like what the hell, like, and the way they treat light skin girls or even white girls, it's like they're just. I feel like this portraying what they want to be and see as black women as they're gonna draw me out or they're gonna put me straight.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
I
hella
get what you mean, I get
mummy
you.
issues, man. I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, some black men
Yeah, some, not all.
have
Mummy
issues with
issues.
black women. Don't know why. Can never be us. But that's just the way it is. And in the industry as well, like when you're trying to look a certain way or trying to get to a certain bag or get to a certain position, black women are sometimes the first people that you put under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it goes back to the exploitation and it goes back to the using and all that as well. So it's a mad one. But, you stay strong. You're still in it. You're still
I'm
shining.
tired of being strong. I want to be weak.
No, I hear that. I hear that 100%. I hear that 100%.
Be the stronger. Oh, black strong. Oh god.
But I
want to be weak. I want to lie down. And
Sometimes you
just
just want to be easy.
man.
Yeah, I hear that. You know I didn't mean it. Like that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Look at you feeling the need to clarify.
No. By the way, I didn't.
No format. Look at you feeling the need to clarify.
Yo, we're good, right? We're straight. We're straight. We solid, right?
no. Don't have that.
Are we solid, right? Safe,
You
Mo.
definitely are we solid that thing, innit?
Yeah, we're solid, right?
Safe. But I say that all to say you are an example for, young black girls that are trying to get into the industry.
Do you think so?
Yeah,
I think so,
you will
100%.
be, man. And the more moves you make,
I think
it's gonna,
1,000%.
yeah.
100%. Because
You better embrace that.
the more visible you become and the more like well known and revered you become,
Yeah,
you're gonna be that. Even if you don't want to be,
I have to be.
You know how
kinda
the younger generation use social media. So then naturally you're gonna be, as some people,
I've
the
been
first point of
stopped so
reference.
many times
Do you know what I mean?
recently. I'm
Yeah.
just
So it's like
bro, what the
you might
hell's
not
going
understand
on?
because you live in it, but just outside looking in, you're definitely gonna be the point of reference for a lot of black people.
How do you
in the
embrace
UK.
it?
I can't speak for that.
mean,
You just have to.
You just got to embrace.
just have to.
Yeah, you just have to
But
embrace.
how do you embrace it?
You accept it. You accept the reality of it. If somebody recognizes you and approaches you and says hi and that, you have to just accept it because that's.
but that doesn't always mean you have to be on all the time. So if someone comes up to you and asks for a picture, whatever, it's okay for you to be like, I'm not really in the mood, whatever. It doesn't mean you always have to be like, oh yes, I'm Mimi. I'm so happy to be here. Like, I'll take a picture there. No, if you're feeling a certain way and at a certain time, you don't have to do anything. I guess embracing it is more just like accepting the fact that this is going to happen, but it not changing you in that regard.
That's the thing I'm scared about, changing. Fame changes a lot of people, you know.
But change ain't always bad though, man.
It depends on where you change though.
Yeah, of course.
But the thing is,
change
okay,
is
cool.
growth, innit? Growth, like, do you know what I mean?
hear
So I don't think it's necessarily bad.
scared
Adapting
of
yourself
it.
to certain
Depends on what it is.
That's
though.
fair.
I'm scared of it because you know what it is, yeah. I feel like being born and raised in North London, yeah, it's basically in the eyes, it's basically poverty. It's poverty, it's the slums.
Yeah,
It's, the
it's definitely the
trenches, all of
slums.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. So always have growing up like money is the answer to everything. Like happiness, getting
Everything
what you
revolves
want,
around it.
This is that. Cool. You have that, you have fame in the mix. It's a bad mixture. You see that all the time in documentaries and people's talking about their stories. Like, that's the one thing I'm scared about because people don't trust people around them that they know for ages or family
Yeah, but
members
you know
even.
you. Do you know what I mean?
But the thing is it's not me that I'm scared of. It's people that are
Around
me.
you. Yeah.
They're gonna start moving weird.
Because you can't control that.
Exactly. And I have controlling issues. I like to know what's going A to B. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So,
In your day to day, do you hang out with people in the industry or do you have friends outside it?
you know, I'm in a weird space. I don't even talk to no one.
Feel you?
How I used to. Like, I hardly speak to my normal friends because I'm always busy doing industry. I'm on edge to speak industry people because everyone says industry people are fake.
Exactly.
So it's just like I'm in my own bubble right now.
I hear that. I suppose, I'm nowhere near as industry or in the industry, but the fact that I don't really not network, but I don't really mix with people in the industry like that. And I've got my family, I've got my boys, I've got those people to kind of ground me so that when I'm going into these industry kind of events or these spaces, I'm just like, yeah, I can see who is really here just to make change or be someone and who's here just for the look or whatever. So it really just depends on where you're at as far as headspace goes. What would you say like keeps you grounded on like a day to day when you're like in regards to like trying to not be that person in the industry? What kind of keeps you grounded to, prevent that?
Recently I've been doing things that I used to like as a kid. Like old music that I used to listen to as a kid or watch. Like even Everybody Hates Chris is on Prime, you know.
Classic.
What I'm banging it out. I think, oh my gosh.
Classic.
Like even Wife and Kids as well. Like
Is it on Prime?
yeah.
Oh snap!
What, Mine for Kids?
Yeah.
Snap! What every season?
Yeah.
Snap. Yes.
So I'm just like just doing things that makes me feel like a kid again.
Yeah,
I feel like trying to channel
yeah.
that kid energy again. So I don't feel like I'm in. You know, I like structure, but I don't like routine.
Hear that?
You know what I mean? So it's just like once I get into that routine, I just get god.
Yeah.
So what's a typical day to day for you, like in terms of like work?
Obviously wake up, eat, brush teeth, all of that stuff. I just watch bare documentaries. I'm like a little nerd.
What
can't
type of
lie.
docs?
Anything.
So not necessarily specifically on music.
Yeah, music, artists, conspiracy theories and all that stuff. You know, or like, have you guys watched Squid Game?
I haven't watched
Not
that.
yet.
Someone told me about it recently.
Hurry up, man!
Oh, for real?
Is it as good as everyone's saying?
It's I don't watch.
Do you watch it in Japanese and do subtitles?
Now I watch it in English, can't lie. I watch it in English, like, can't lie.
That's when you can't be bothered.
No, I literally let me just keep it.
Yeah, that's when you
sweet,
can't
simple,
remember, yeah.
straight to
Yeah.
the point. I'm not gonna force it. Like you can do it for the experience, but I'm not gonna force it.
Yeah, you don't want to overthink the thing.
Yeah, I don't want to be like, what?
Yeah.
No, like cool. Yeah, things like that that trying to expand my mind, really and truly, and just relax and see what the day brings.
That's fair.
Well, again, like you are a shining example for like young, not just black girls, but black people trying to get through into the industry and while still being an authentic voice and authentic to themselves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you like a very standard question, but what advice would you give to people like trying to come true to the industry and do what you're doing or potentially more?
Know the reason why you love it. That's how because people are gonna be doubting you. There's people gonna be like, so what are you gonna do exactly? There's people that are gonna be overgassing you, and your ego's gonna be big. Like, just know why you doing it in the first place. Know the reason why you like music so much. Just take it back all the time. That's what I say.
I hear that. I mean, listen, that's great advice. I feel like the industry's a mad one, man, because
God damn.
it's a mad one because you obviously you want to be in those spaces, innit? You want to be able to go to like,
It looks pretty,
yeah,
but once you deep, yeah, respectfully, especially these rappers, yeah, it's just like secondary school kids, yeah, with money. That's the best way.
You rappers are very weird.
Like the UK rappers, yeah, they're just living. They just want to be. They're trying to live. You know, what it is, you can tell certain guys, yeah, especially when Hackney, like secondary, so like, you know, those guys, yeah, that wasn't it in school.
100%.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Facts.
So they're trying to be that guy
They
in
overcompensate.
school to get it, so they can fulfill that emptiness that they didn't have when they was 13, 14, all that stuff. So imagine that, and there's a room full of all these baddies near you, and they want you because you are you. It's just it's
You sound so disgusting.
That's where social is disgusting, isn't it?
What,
To be fair.
like I can name 3 rappers that I generally like. Like I could tell, like if
As
there
a
was a
person.
rapper, I would like you as a person. Other than that, just play your role, man. Just cut because
Yeah, it's very surface level. It's very like transparent.
But they don't take it like that. They, you know, is what even recently, rappers take things so personally.
It's sensitive, isn't it? Artists are
very sensitive. Yeah.
If I have a conversation with you one day, yeah, in your head, okay, she knows who I am. We spoke. That means she's gonna promote and back me forever. That's what I'm. If I don't like it,
Don't work like that.
I'm gonna say I don't like it.
But that's why I respect you because you do that.
Yeah. What?
So what's an example of someone's?
I was gonna draw up guys.
No,
you
you
know
can't
what
do
I
that.
mean?
You can't.
No,
do
But,
that.
no, but she'll say an artist on Twitter. Let's say she's on Twitter and she'll say, I didn't really like this artist's song, but go back to this sound or go back to this
They're
kind
gonna take
of
it
type of
personally.
vibe and all that stuff. But something like that,
They might take personally.
a rapper will take personally.
Has that happened to you as well?
sometimes. No, it hasn't happened to me. But
Alright, off the mic, you can tell me, innit?
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn.
No,
I
I'm
got
curious.
names.
I'm
I
curious.
got
innit?
names.
Yeah, we can talk.
I believe you.
Yeah, when we stop recording, I'm gonna ask. And
cool.
I'm curious.
Fair dues. I mean, yeah. Rappers are weird. The industry's weird.
It looks it. Man.
It's
From
not.
outside,
It's not surprising.
Yeah, man. It just looks like everyone's
like-
just.
It's such a like, it's a dream for a lot of people. And once you get there and you achieve the dream and you're in these spaces, you realize how fickle everything is, basically. And my proximity to it as a writer isn't as much as a personality like me, who's with other personalities, who's with rappers, who's, you know what I mean? So I can see why it's a little bit more annoying for you because you're seeing it every day and you're in it every day, sort of thing. But listen, man, you got to keep doing what you're doing because you're an important voice, man. You uplift rappers, you uplift other voices, all while being humble and doing your thing as well.
Yeah, I can't big up myself too much, man.
You seem like you play down a lot of things as well.
I do. I have. What is it? Imposter
syndrome.
Yeah, I have that a lot. Yeah, childhood trauma. Haha. Sorry.
I didn't know if I was supposed to laugh.
You can laugh.
Oh, you see me?
I didn't want to laugh.
Yo, I can't hold it in here. Yo,
I
look,
have dark
yo,
humor. I have dark humor,
I
sorry.
love that because I look, I go, yeah, I don't even care.
I have dark
I was like, yo,
humor,
that's
sorry.
genuinely funny.
Yeah, I
I'm
have dark
like,
humor.
oh,
Sorry.
that's
Yeah, you can laugh. Trust
Hey,
me,
yo,
I don't-
10 out of 10. That was funny.
But it's what your advice said. Like, remember why you're doing it. Remember why you're
Yeah,
here.
that's what keeps me going. But at the same time,
But you should be under no illusions as to why you're in the space you're at. It's because you're good at what you do. And I know that
I'm learning.
Yeah,
I'm in the process of learning.
imposter syndrome can be a bitch because like
What?
when you see certain people on like the telly or YouTube, and then you're all of a sudden in the same vicinities as them, you're like, how did I get here? But really and truly, like you're there because you deserve to be.
Yeah.
You're not a groupie. You're not someone
hell
who,
no, ew.
you know what I mean. You're not. You're not. Yeah. You're not that. You're not there by because your friend is a friend of a rapper sort of thing, and they brought you along to this event. Like you're there on merit. So you know, big up yourself for that,
I
man.
didn't think of it like that, you know, because hella girls were going through because they're friends.
See, that's a fact.
True still.
That's a fact.
Listen, man. When I say I speak truth,
It's a different kind of
So,
walk.
what,
when
do
know
you deal
can.
with that as well? Imposter syndrome sometimes.
nah, because I'm not in those spaces. And even when I'm in those spaces, I'm like, fuck it, I'm here. Let's enjoy ourselves, sort of thing. I remember going to the flipping last year, Brits last year. I went to the Since '93 party, and that's a record label, so subsidiary of Sony, and bare people were there, and I was the only one who was like trying to dance and like get the crowd pumping because
everyone's a main character.
because no one was dancing, no one was enjoying, everyone was
Everyone's
just
an
there,
actor,
everyone
innit?
was just there to be
Everyone's
seen,
an
sort of
actor.
thing.
Everyone's an actor.
And that could never be me. if I'm at a rave, I'm gonna be there to enjoy myself, even if I do look like a fool. Because who cares? Like,
It's image, though, innit?
I'm a writer. No
Love
one
is
cares.
image.
I can go back into the shadows, and when you need me to write about you, I remember what you said to me that night when you tried to cuss, man. So I don't really deal with that. There was a time when I was like first getting into it, when I was like 23, 24, when I wanted to be in those crowds and know these people, and they kind of gave me the cold shoulder.
It's the worst thing ever, innit?
So after that, I kind of recalibrated and thought, right, I don't know why I was after this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here because I love music, and I'm here because I'm good at what I do as far as telling stories about it.
Talk your shit.
I feel like you like it, or you used to like it, because you know when you listen to people, so it becomes like you're attached with them. Like, okay, so when you see them now and they're not acting how you think they're gonna act, it's like, oh, that means I don't kind of know you. Then
yeah,
it's gonna turn you
because
off.
you've got a premeditated idea of what they are
you listen
based
to
on their
when
music.
you wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
getting ready, all of that. You're thinking like they're part of your life,
Yeah.
innit? So it's like, bro,
I mean, there's a saying that says never meet your idols, isn't it?
that's what I'm
It's probably
scared.
similar to that. Like, I would never want to be in U2's shoes, man. Never.
Yeah.
No, because I wouldn't want to like be in any industry in any
It's
form.
certain
I don't want
rappers
to. I don't
I
want to
wish I
meet my
would've
favorite
met,
artist.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I don't want to meet my favorite
all,
artist or
like-
nothing.
Yeah.
Does it skew how you look at their music now?
Yeah.
So if they release anything at this point on, it kind of skews how you
Yeah.
look at it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, facts. And that's
Yeah,
just
it will though.
Just a personal
No, no.
thing of how
They
the
interact.
person,
Mm-hmm.
now just like, you're fooled, man.
Now we met Mos Def in Spain. We
Mm.
were just having a meal and he walked past.
Yeah.
And one of us shouted like, "Oh shit, Mos Def!" So he was a bit startled. So he
Yeah.
sped up, and then he came back like 20 minutes later. Was like, "Yo, I'm so sorry, I sped off like that. I was just caught
Yeah.
off guard."
Oh, swear.
Something like that. It just kind of, it makes you feel good about the person he is. So you receive his music as such because he's clearly somebody of like, you know, he's got good character. Do
That's in my
you know
top
what I mean?
five,
So
man.
I imagine if it's someone that isn't the
Yeah.
nicest person, it will affect.
But
how
there's
you
some
take
rappers
him.
that are sweethearts. Stormzy's a sweetheart.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
He is, I can generally put hands on heart, like, yeah.
Solid
He
guy.
made me deep my career. And
for
that's, like, I think it was like a week after my birthday. Then it was his birthday. Then I went to his birthday party, the Fort Park one, innit? Cool. Bear in mind, everyone's around Stormzy. Oh my God, it's birthday. Da, 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 cool. Then he just took me in a corner and just gave me advice for a good 20 minutes. Imagine this is the biggest artist
In the
in our
UK.
culture
Easily.
giving you advice and don't give up and all of that. So I'm thinking, wait, how the hell did I get here? Like, why are you speaking to me? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's not on social media, so to say that he, like, I was kind of
Yeah, and he don't need nothing.
That
So that's genuine as
Not
well.
an imposter.
Yeah.
that's when I said, okay, pattern up.
Because that's all genuine.
Yeah,
Like, he's the biggest artist we've got.
he don't get enough.
He don't need anything at this point now. He's solid.
Yeah.
So that's genuine.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Feel you. Right. Top 5 US. Who are they?
I made a list.
Cool. Let's
Okay.
talk about it. Let's talk about it.
It's not Tupac.
So why you,
Of course it's not.
why you sending?
Don't do that, Yemi. Don't do that, Yemi. Don't do that, Yemi. Do you know what annoys me? Because that was one thing. And then Yemi goes, of course not.
Okay,
See,
cool.
but she's latched onto Yemi's energy, innit? She's sending for Pac for no reason now, innit?
Why is it my energy? Why can't
'Cause
it just
you
be a
started
thing?
it. You
but
started it.
But this is not my energy per se. This is the energy just out there in the
No,
world.
when people
not
start-
everyone loves
You
Tupac.
planted the seed.
When
Not
you
everyone
when it comes
loves
to
Tupac.
slandering,
Not everyone
planted-
loves Tupac.
when it comes to slandering,
Yeah, but
Tupac,
Mimi, you still love Tupac though.
Yeah, but not everyone does though.
I wasn't Stan. I don't like his character.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I'm more of a fan of his character than the music, but yeah. Fair enough. But anyway, yes.
Okay, Jay-Z.
Okay.
Number 1. 2, DMX. 3, Biggie. 4, Kanye. And 5, Drake.
Okay.
Okay.
Not mad at it.
Is that based on rapping ability or just the whole overall
Just everything.
everything?
Just everything.
Salute to
Like
Dan.
DMX is definitely, that hit me differently, man. I was depressed. Fuck. I was thinking, nah, not my guy, man.
Yeah, that was-
I was fuming. Because I was actually I was actually so angry. I was thinking, I wanted to beat you. Why did you go?
Yeah.
Like, no, like,
man.
Because DMX was the biggest rapper alive.
bro,
when
you
we
know
was
what?
growing up,
When I think
DMX
about
was-
that video, you know that video of that crowd? like,
Ah,
it was
when
a
he's
sea-
got the whole sea
It
of
looked
them.
like the
bro.
whole world.
It's
like,
ridiculous, bro.
it's
And the way he
just-
controlled it.
It's just like, oh man, I was hurt. Yeah. That one just pissed me off. So really, when I'm trying to do my career, you want to do?
I was waiting for advice from you.
Yeah. Oh my
Nah,
god.
hey, DMX had something special.
100%.
Nah.
Why is Jay-Z your GOAT?
Because it's Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, man.
Can you
What? From his wife to them kids, child. He is what? No, you know what it is, yeah? I feel like I appreciated Jay-Z when I was a bit older. Because Jay-Z was always there. Like, all the little charty songs, yeah, cool. Then I said, you know, let me take him in. I said, this is my type of guy. Like, I know if he was a normal guy, I will fucks with him. He'll be my friend type of vibe. Like, I like the way he moves. I feel like he just clocked the blueprint of everything. Like, even outside of music, like, he's just goated in my eyes. Even his wife is the goat.
He's got the formula.
Yeah, he just literally has everything.
Whatever
like,
the formula is,
I feel like everyone copies Jay-Z in a certain extent. Everybody wants to have that it couple. Everyone. Kanye's trying to do it with Kim. Drake trying to do it with Rihanna. Like, Nas trying to do it with Khalees.
Everyone tried to do
Everyone's trying to do it, but you can't do it. You ain't goated, bro. Like, I'm so like no one can do it. Like,
Nas is goated.
He's just a smart guy.
You say Nas is goated.
That's fine. Yeah, he is.
You like Nas?
You don't like Nas?
One classic album. That's it.
He's got more than one. But okay.
You know, I love this though.
He's
you know
got
how
more
you
than
felt
one.
about Tupac? He's about to.
He's got more than one.
Now.
He's got more than one. He's got more than one. But I feel you. Fair dues. I'm listen. We're not gonna get in that right now.
Okay.
We're not right now.
Well, Mimi says to cause trouble, you know.
Listen.
I don't really like.
Listen.
You know, I respect him, but I feel like even with my generation, even younger, I feel like people just say Nas for the sake of I don't upset the older lot. You man don't get it, and it's alright. Because if I want to tell you Nas, I'll be thinking you can hate me now, and that's a fucking cheesy song. You know what I mean? Can't even lie, but that's what I think about. I listened to Illmatic when I was way older.
Clear
by
your
the
throat,
way,
Peter. Bro, fucking hell.
you know what I'm trying to say?
No, I hear
Respectfully.
that. No, I hear. No. I 100%. For your generation, I can definitely see that.
I mean, you wasn't listening to Illmatic when you were 7 years old. I was seeing Diddy with a cross and up in the, all of that stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, a lot of us had to go back to that.
About.
Yeah, a lot of us had to go back to that.
Yeah.
100%. But Nas is goated for sure.
That Hate Me Now was wavy though.
Yeah, it was scary.
The video was a lot though.
It was very scary.
The video was a lot. Yeah,
It was wavy.
the video was a lot.
He's Muslim. He's thinking that's a bit too
Yeah, I
much.
can't lie. I looked at it. Whoa, Sicilies. I was like, whoa, Sicilies.
It was very
What's
wild.
going on here,
What's
Sicilies?
going on here? I was scared thinking, why the play with Jesus like that?
Fam,
Shout out Hype Williams though.
Yeah.
salute to Hype.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of on the same train as you for like Jay-Z. Like I always liked Jay-Z. I mean, my brothers will tell you that was never the case, but it has been. But over the years, he's grown on me more because I've started to appreciate what he is as a whole entire package. And I went back to his catalog, like from front to back, like the year before last, and I realized like, this. I see why he gets the praise that he gets. For me, it's always going to be Nas as far as like the greatest. But
Jay's the greatest.
It's always gonna be Hov to me personally.
It's Jeezy,
fair.
I don't think we will see anyone that supersedes him.
You Hov?
Nah, not in this lifetime.
We'll see.
Someone could talk to him.
We shall
But
see.
I'll give it
Yeah,
time.
Pac is the only one talking.
No,
to
there's
him
someone
about,
definitely gonna be.
you know.
Someone's definitely creeping up. I think Kendrick's creeping up.
Nah,
I think Kendrick's
but
definitely creeping up.
But
I love Kendrick.
Kendrick will never have the full package.
That's fine. I'm talking about rapping.
Yeah, but
We don't know that though.
no, he won't be number one though. Unanimously.
Oh, he's right.
We're not gonna see.
I'm just talking about as a
What,
my
because of
rapping
Jay-Z?
guy.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
we're not gonna see another rapper that unanimously is number one. Jay's gonna be that for our lifetime and the next.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I prefer J. Cole than Kendrick.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're.
Sorry.
I'm loving these takes today.
Sorry.
And I prefer Drake to J. Cole.
I prefer Cole to Drake, and I prefer Kendrick to all of them.
I'm in the middle.
Do you know what I mean? I prefer Kendrick to all of them.
I feel
But
like it's more of a personal thing for me for Cole.
I love Cole.
I love Kendrick, but it's just
North London,
like
I love Cole.
No, these guys. I'm the same way with you.
what?
I love Cole. These don't tell you.
Yeah,
But I think Kendrick's different. I think Kendrick's.
he
just-
is, and I think I can appreciate it. And I feel, I don't know.
Cole brought me back with his last album though. It was the
Cole doesn't make
KOD
great
and
albums, but he's a great rapper.
For Your Eyes was the two.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, that one I was thinking.
yeah,
Cole,
you're
what the hell
slipping.
you doing?
Yeah, you're slipping.
Then the album he dropped this year, I said that
He's
intro.
back. Yeah.
You're back.
I said, oh, you're hungry.
That's his best
now.
album.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
you hear it.
Whereas Kendrick hasn't had that drop. That's the reason why he's.
because he takes long breaks.
Yeah,
He
which is
knows when to
smart.
come in and out.
Yep.
Yeah, I
A lot
hear it though.
of rappers could benefit from going
Taking
away
breaks.
and never coming back.
Especially in the UK.
100%.
Yeah, they don't even know that. Yeah, I think Stormzy does that smarter than anyone else.
Yeah, Stormzy.
I think
and
Stormzy's.
Dave.
Yeah, I think Stormzy
Yeah.
and Dave have cracked it better
Yeah.
than anyone else. They know how to disappear from
And
social
Huss-
media as well,
Huss as well.
and Huss as
Yeah.
well.
Us is good.
Them man don't even go
When I
touch.
see your tweets about Hush, you're
Oh
you're
my
fiending for
God.
the new shit.
He needs to hurry up.
Yeah, Huss is.
He's taking the piss.
Well, speaking of UK, who's your top 5 UK?
Okay. In order.
Let's go.
If you want.
Let's go.
Us.
Okay.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me something.
I don't
Two
want to.
classic albums.
Okay.
She's not wrong.
Technically, yeah, you're not wrong.
She's not
Number
wrong.
1, no promo.
No problem.
Nothing.
Yep.
You can do that.
No one in UK.
Thank you.
I think Stormzy can.
So wait, Huss is number 1.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Stormzy can. I think Stormzy can do
I
that.
don't know.
I think Stormzy's the only one that can do that, though.
Stormzy can, but he doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
scared.
Yeah. But I think
Huss
Stormzy.
don't care.
It's not about selling for him.
With it.
And I think Huss
He-
knows what he is.
Yeah.
rebel with it.
Yeah, Huss knows what he is with music wise.
Kano. Whoa.
Good one. It's a good one.
Whoa.
That hurt me a little.
It's a good one.
Wait, why is it?
No, that was a good one.
Okay, cool.
I'm not saying nothing, innit? I want to wait.
I was
Okay.
nodding. I was
And
nodding.
then-
I was
and then,
nodding in agreement because that's
Skepta.
There we go. Yeah. I would have done it halfway
Nines.
around. Oh, nines.
Nines.
Yes.
Okay.
And Little Sims.
Is this currently your all time?
Currently, but it's my all time right now. But currently, yeah, right now, yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
That's a strong list.
That's
man.
a strong
It
list.
is.
That's
It is
solid.
what
That's
you
solid.
can't chat to them. Catalog's there.
See, Kano for me is the GOAT.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah,
He's
I
number
feel like
1.
he's my intro to UK.
Skepta's
rap.
the GOAT for me, but I'm biased as hell.
But I feel like Skepta's just he's just
Skepta's GOAT.
he's
Whatever Skepta does
superstar.
is Skepta.
He
I
has his
can't wait
stupid
for this
day as
Skepta
well. Like,
conversation.
And I've got Wretch in my top 5 as well.
okay.
And I've got Wretch just based off pure rapping, nothing else. Nobody
yeah.
of work like that. Just pure putting pen to paper.
I think that's your bias as well.
Mine, Kano, Skepta, Dizzy, Gets.
Dizzy.
Yeah, Dizzy. And
Why you say it like that?
No, actually, I agree. Say it like that. I agree with you. Dizzy.
Why you say it like that?
Of all time.
all
I
time.
appreciate what he done to the culture and all that stuff. Then
I salute the boys in the corner.
It's the
Yeah.
boys in the.
Nah, man. Rap,
Oh, salute the boy in the corner.
Nah.
Go sit in the corner.
If
fam.
we're talking rapping, Dizzy's up there, bro.
Not better, Wretch.
There aren't that many people better than Wretch.
What a rapping?
He's not better
Yeah.
rapping than Wretch. Let's not do that.
No, of course not.
cool.
That's not the. That's
But
not
there aren't that many people. So what you're saying there is moot.
I just try to force Wretch into it.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, I've always been that guy. That
I understand it. The
forces
thing
Wretch,
is, when
yeah.
people do that, everyone's like, okay.
Yeah,
You know what I
literally.
mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
Okay, like we know, like
I'm there right now.
Because you know it's because like we know he can rap, but to say you think, oh, now we have to put it in now.
He doesn't make the best music.
No, he does. He makes good music.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He
saying.
doesn't make the best music. He makes okay music.
Not okay.
He makes okay music.
That 3-2 project was nice though.
Okay.
That was
What
real
did you say about his last project?
crap.
I didn't mind his last one. What, spin around all of I didn't
was
mind
decent,
it.
but-
I didn't think it was trash.
I
That
don't think
wasn't
he makes
his
phenomenal
last one.
music, but whereas I
Wasn't
think
his last
Kano
one.
does.
He
He
released a verse.
released something this year.
Yeah, some EP.
Yeah,
Oh.
that no one really spoke about.
Yeah,
But there's a reason why no one spoke about
I
it.
didn't mind
The
retrospective.
video, he dropped a video that was nice, but
You like retrospective?
yeah, great.
There we go.
That was flawless to me, but yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
flawless.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a bit more.
Free him, man.
3 nines.
I mean,
Nina.
3 nines.
I
Still
just hope
he-
it doesn't
yeah.
derail him too much or moving forward.
I don't think it will, man. If he does a year,
It'll probably help.
I think it will
It
help
might,
him.
it might help.
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah.
it
Yeah,
will
but if he continues to keep getting in trouble, then
Because there's always a buzz with like artists that come out of jail on the US side. On the
Yeah.
UK side, we haven't
We
really
don't
seen
get that a
that.
lot.
yeah, it happened with
We-
us.
we
Happened
don't-
with us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Heady,
Digger.
Digger, Potter.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So if anything, it's going to help. Obviously, not
We
in,
love
Yeah.
it.
ideally,
100%.
but it will help him in the long run.
Yeah.
And
No.
yeah, not making music, people be feeling for Nines' song to come.
What? You're thinking, I want to
Yeah.
hear stories
People
in
be-
jail. I
Especially
wanna
as the
hear-
last two albums have
Exactly.
been
Yeah.
have been really good.
It's been really good.
3 nines, isn't it?
3 nines all day.
Well, after all that, let's get on to the first topic of today. Now, it might be a controversial one, but basically, a few weeks back, Peter dropped. I don't want to say a bombshell, but
These man
he
make
dropped-
it. These man make it sound like I start.
You disrespectful.
Can I
What?
introduce the topic, please?
Sorry.
Thank you, sir. So Peter dropped a bombshell on the group chat a few weeks ago about Tottenham's very own, the legendary UK king Skepta. Pete, do you want to repeat what you said?
I was where was I? I was working actually. I was just walking around,
Why are you giving us context?
just giving you a bit of context, just letting you know. I mean, what my state of mind was in it. So I was working. I was doing site visits and that, and I decided, you know what? Let me go back to some Skepta. I don't know why. I was just feeling like I was in a Skepta mood, innit? So I thought, let me go back through his catalog, and then I started just going back to the albums one by one. I listened to Greatest Hits. I was like, all right, cool. I listened to Doing It Again. I was like, all right, cool. Konnichiwa. All right, cool. Ignorance is Bliss. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So then I dropped in a group chat, yo, lads, does Skepta make good albums? Let's keep it a buck. And then I was asking the question as to, is he propelled to the heights that he's at because of longevity and the legendary moments he's given us versus the actual body of work? And that's what I posed to these, man. And then they were like, yo, let's talk about it on the pod. So I wasn't coming at it from a hating standpoint. I was being quite critical in it, just because I feel like sometimes historically with the UK, we have accepted lackluster albums from our greats. And Skepta is a great. Let's keep it a buck. But I don't know if the body of work supports that.
And it was great that Mimi's here with us today, because she was involved in a complex piece which basically examined every Skepta project from the beginning to now. Yeah. So it's great to get her opinion on that. Yeah, it's a weird one with Skepta. I feel like he's the prototype for a lot of rappers. I feel like his style is effective. He's got the image. He's got the clashing side of things. He's been in crews, like influential crews and that. So he's got everything that should make him a legend. He's given us like great moments with the singles and that, hits. But the body of work, I don't know, man. I don't know. So I don't know if he's got like that stone cold classic where 20 years from now, I don't know if that's a classic though. I feel like Konnichiwa was a classic for what it represents rather than the music. So when he dropped it, obviously That's Not Me, Shut Down on that album, he built up such a buzz, and he basically represented the comeback of the resurgence of grime. And Konnichiwa was kind of like the peak of that. So for what it won the Mercury Prize. So for what it is, and the singles that were on it, and the time and the context,
you gotta give it what it is.
It's gonna go down as a classic, and that's fine. Musically, I thought it was good. I feel like I don't really like when an artist puts hella singles into an album and call it an album, because it's not cohesive that way. And Konnichiwa was that. But the singles that it had on it were enough for me.
It Ain't Safe was on it as well, right? On Konnichiwa. It Ain't Safe.
Yeah. It Ain't Safe, Man.
Shut Down. Yeah.
That's Not Me, Shut Down. I think Ladies Hit Squad as well. So I think it was very much a classic for what it represented. Greatest Hits was decent at best. Microphone Champion was decent.
I can't blame him for the first few albums though, because we had this conversation. We didn't know how to make albums back then. They were learning on the job. When these lot first came, when Top Skepta first came out of the UK, it was the prototype for him to look at and say, yeah, this is how you make an album.
Dizzy.
When did Dizzy Boy in the Corner drop?
That was like 03.
Another one.
When did Home Sweet Home drop?
05.
So the whole of the UK scene, we only got 2 albums. Do you get what I mean? That's not fair though. That's what I'm saying. I think we've still got to be fair here and say, bro, these man, there was no, when Skepta come, these are all new to the UK scene. They were making the UK scene at that point. I can't blame them for not saying, yo, this is how you make a body of work. You man, we're looking at Skepta it's early in his career. We didn't have prototypes back then.
I hear it, but you know,
it's not fair.
I feel that's what makes Skepta though. No?
Tell me more.
I just feel like it's not the all-time classic in a sense of the typical rap album. Yeah. But I feel like because Skepta's so diverse and just in his own world, it works. And I feel like that's why he's still here. Because he's been the like consistent and all of that. He's been there. Dizzy. Did I say his name? Dizzy? Yeah, he's like.
Dizzy's gone off the map.
I mean, Kano is like Kendrick. Like they come, they go. But Skepta has the culture, the fashion. He's
been consistent. He's been consistent here.
Low key, like the UK Drake for the UK scene. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I thought that's fine.
It's so mad that you said that because I literally wrote it down when I was making notes for this. I'd written down. Is Skep equivalent to Drake as far as album making? Lack of a classic.
See,
he fully wrote that.
If you ask a Skepta fan, like, what is a classic Skepta? They'll give you lists. Yeah. For a Drake fan, they'll give you a list. But somebody don't really listen to Drake. Don't really have like you said, don't have a classic album.
If you're not a hard-body fan of that artist.
Like, if you're a fan of rap, you wouldn't really mention a Drake album in a conversation. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say?
Because you're outside looking in, yeah.
To answer your question, Pete, does Skepta make good albums? He has made good albums.
Yeah.
Konnichiwa was a good album.
Yeah.
Ignorance is Bliss is a good album.
I prefer ignorance to bliss.
My question is more so: are his albums enough to rank him as high as he's ranked?
Yeah.
Yes, because not just albums we're based on.
Okay, based purely on his albums then.
Yeah, but Pete, I feel like it's a very small sample size because there's still a lot of rappers from his generation and beyond that can't make great albums.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about Skepta. Nobody's ranked like Skepta is ranked.
But I'm saying it in comparison to those rappers though, because we're in an environment in the UK where album making only now is becoming.
That's what I'm saying earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
such
what
a big thing, sort of thing. So
We didn't care about
when
that.
you're going up against, let's say Wiley, for instance, Wiley is a GOAT and he doesn't make great albums either. So
It's different.
why is it different?
How's it different?
Like, everyone here waiting for you.
Yeah, because I feel like, again, when we don't rank Wiley the way we rank Skepta, Wiley is seen as Godfather, cool, but he's still not seen as how we look at Skepta.
Skepta's universally top
Skepta's,
3.
yeah, when you said earlier, Mimi, that when we think about grime, we think about Skepta. Like, we don't, Wiley's a Godfather, he's
No, we do
forefather.
think of grime when we think of Wiley.
Okay,
We do think of Wiley when we think
yeah,
of
cool, but there's a lot of people that think about
Skepta first.
Yeah, exactly. We still don't see anyone like we see in Skepta. The way people talk about Skepta is like he's the one, and which is why I'm posing this. Wiley's not really seen as the one amongst conversation. We see him as someone that helped put the blueprint in place and
I
that.
feel like
He's a godfather.
And paved the way.
Yeah.
But with Skepta, it's different. It's a different conversation.
But
Even the way we talk
Skepta's
about
in that conversation though, as far as paving the way and being that
it's,
blueprint.
it's still a bit.
But I get what you mean.
different,
Skepta's always looked at as
And I feel like he
GOAT
transitioned to
status.
the like,
Even the way-
US side way better. Than
Say that
a lot
again,
of people.
sorry.
Like the way he went to the US side is way better than anyone in the
he crossed that bridge.
He crossed the bridge.
He crossed that
actually
bridge.
crossed the bridge.
He
Like,
crossed
He
that
weren't. He
bridge.
weren't the
in an
first one.
organic way.
he's not the first
No, but he done it in an
one.
organic manner.
Not first one, but it's more time.
It worked.
Oh, the
it
second
worked.
time round, the Diddy shit was trash, but
Oh yeah.
Like, Hello Good Morning was
Yeah,
hell.
you don't talk about that one.
Hello Good Morning was whack.
yeah, it was there. I mean, bruv.
But like, yeah, I feel like we.
You
no.
can't take it away from him. He's
I'm not.
always-
I'm not taking it away from. All I'm saying is, I feel like when we place artists in certain places, it should be because of the music.
So who's
I-
the number? Okay, who's number one of like who makes the best albums?
Kane. Kano. And if Huss keeps going the way he is,
Has already.
he's going to be in that conversation. He's
How many
giving us.
great albums would you give Kane? Great albums. Great.
I think he's got like 3.
3 great albums.
Yeah.
I thought like, to your earlier point about Skepta having Kano and Dizzy as like that example, as that reference to make great albums. Some people just have it in them to make great bodies of work, and some people don't.
And Skepta does.
You think he does?
100% he does.
I think he's given us a great body of work.
Because if we look at his albums that he has released, he's given us like great moments on those albums. None of those albums are complete whack. There's been just like choppy moments on all of them. Combine it all together, you're telling me you can't make a complete body of work. You're telling me that this guy hasn't inhibited or exhibited the talent levels throughout his career to do it on one project.
He can, but maybe there's a reason why he doesn't. Maybe it's the same thing as me when I always say I want a Drake. I just want Drake rapping for 12 songs, and I just want
He
that.
can't do that. It won't work for him.
It's because he's got a bigger. He's got a bigger fan base than just
kinda-
rap.
I don't want to say it's
Drake can do it.
similar.
He don't want to.
Drake-
Drake don't want that.
But I feel
Classic.
like Skepta don't want to either.
He don't want it.
He don't need to.
But classic to who?
The culture.
But the thing, the culture
No, to
really
the music heads.
is this.
To the
Yeah,
snobs.
it's like oh
To
my
the
gosh,
snobs.
to analyze.
to
You know what I
PR.
mean?
To
Like,
PR.
you know what I was
PR.
gonna say because it works for him because it works. He's trying
Yeah.
to do the whole balance of the bangers.
He needs to balance. He needs to please so many people.
Yeah, but
Having
he
good
can't do that
albums,
all.
having good albums is irrelevant when it comes to Skepta.
I think
Because of who he is and
100%.
what he's done and what he's provided. Like
Yeah.
even shit like shutting down Shoreditch, stuff like that just puts you here, sort of thing. It's kind of like when Jay did the whole Summer Jam screen thing. Obviously, he makes good albums as well, but stuff like that adds to the legend.
Yeah.
I guess in the case of Skepta,
Do you not think that's, and I'm not, this is not even about Skepta now. Do you not think that's a bit dangerous though for our scene if we propel certain people to certain positions without the music supporting it?
No, because
No,
he's not.
because-
How often do you see it? I think there's rare occasions. Skepta might be that rare occasion.
But that could be one of many that will end up happening though. This is my point.
No, because it was a start of the scene with Skepta. We're already where it's too late now for someone to come back and do certain things. Skepta was the first to do a few things. That's why he's always going to be there. The artists that come out now, the scene's already flourishing. It wasn't flourishing when Skepta came. That's why you got to give him his flowers for everything he was the first to do. Do you know what I mean? Whereas now, if someone don't back up with the music, we don't care. Because why? We got Huss who's making classic albums.
Yeah.
We got Storms who's making decent albums. We got Dave who's making classic. Do you know what I mean?
Not
Skepta
decent.
didn't have. Pardon?
Well, Storms.
What this?
Yeah,
What
he
happened?
said he's just like decent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna give him. We're not gonna say his last album was a classic. I love Heavy. The
Storms.
first one. Storm's last album was decent.
last album.
But I'm just saying when you compare it to Dave and what Dave and Huss have given us. Do you know what I mean? Whereas who did Skepta have to look at? Like, do you know what I mean? So it's not fair because I get why it's bigger than the music with Skepta.
He's in a- yeah,
because
he's in
he
a
was
w-
the first.
he's in a
Not the
weird
first,
spot.
but he was part of the first.
He's in a weird spot because I feel like his his contemporaries like Getz and Kane, they're only getting better when it comes to the album making stuff. And then when it comes to the newer generation, they've already got that blueprint when it comes to but Pete.
That's what I'm trying to say though.
But it's not fair. You got to look at timing.
What do you mean
bro,
it's not
you got to look
fair?
at timing, bro. It's easier for a Huss and a Dave to make good albums now when they
And
see
here's the
the
thing.
floor.
So what's
Here's the
Skepta's excuse?
I think
Here's the thing.
Skepta giving us Konnichiwa and Ignorance is Bliss. You can see the growth in it.
What's Getz' excuse then?
Oh,
for
Getz.
just keep getting better.
He's not a pop
and
star.
making
Getz ain't a
better
pop
music.
He's not a pop star.
Get saying pop
He's not
star.
a pop star. And what I mean,
Yeah.
That's how you
Getz
say
don't
it.
need
Sorry,
to.
Meme said
You
that
have to
again.
get one to get the other. Like you can't just have both of them. Like you want to be a pop star, or do you want to be the best MC?
And Getz is happy to be the best
I
MC.
think you.
Skepta's got a
you
big
lot
up.
are giving
Skepta
Skepta
has to. Skepta has
man,
to
that's
fish
valid,
bro.
Pete,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah, I feel like you man are giving
It's
Skepta
the
too
exact
much.
same
But that's
leeway.
valid.
Let me tell you why. Ignorance is Bliss, wasn't a poppy album. So you're saying that you have to choose to appeal to whether you're gonna be the best MC or be the better artist. On Ignorance is Bliss, what was he? I think he was trying to merge the two, but he didn't. So if he was gonna do it on an album, he could have done it on that. It just wasn't great music. So I feel like you lot.
I think it's not fair. I think Konnichiwa is.
Yeah,
If that's
But
a
what I mean by
classic,
that- but
if
what-
we all agree Konnichiwa was a classic, then are we having a flawed argument?
but that's because of the
Being a pop
that's
star
because of the
means more than
moments,
just the
though.
music.
But that's not fair though. But so he's giving us a classic.
But that's because of the moments. That's not because
so
of the music.
But he's done it.
But I'm talking about the music, though. You're not. It's
It
not
goes
a
hand in hand.
No, it don't. It's,
So what
It's
album-
not a classic because of the music, bro. It's a classic because of what was happening around that time. Grime was dead,
And that's
and he brought it back. But I don't make that.
via
Yeah, but I
what?
don't make
No,
that
but
album a classic.
How did
bro.
what did he revive it? Via his music, right?
Yeah, the single.
So what are we doing here?
Yeah, but the whole body of work, bro.
Alright, cool.
I'm talking about the whole body of work.
This is subjective, by the way. All of this is
I
subjective.
ain't gonna let you man do this. I ain't letting you man do this, man.
I'm loving this
We're
one.
not giving him
Bro,
like
we
leave.
can't. Yeah, I hear you, but like I said before, I was interrupted. Skepta's in a weird.
Man, passive aggressive.
No, yeah, both of you. You man are shouting, and I'm not getting.
But they were like this.
Apologies. We're still
Yeah. So I'm saying that Skepta's in a weird place because while his contemporaries are doing what they're doing as far as like making great albums, and the newer generation are getting this album making on lock as well, he's in this spot where he still feels like he wants to make good music, but he also wants to appeal to a wider audience. Appealing to a wider audience doesn't always translate to being able to make an album a la Kane or Getz or
I feel like
even
it's a
Dave
great
or Huss
intro.
sort of thing.
Great.
You know what I mean? So it doesn't necessarily matter in Skepta's case for him to not have incredible classic albums to Peter's taste because he's already a legend. He's
Don't
already
do
a
that.
It is to your taste.
It's also
It's literally to your taste.
Yeah, but I'm not.
It was your opinion that started this
but
debate.
I'm not basing what I'm saying purely on what I think. I've had numerous conversations with people about Skep. I'm not the only one that feels this way. So it's not just my taste.
It's their taste
a
too.
lot. I think there's quite a few people that feel as though he still ain't done that body of work that, you know what I mean, that some of his contemporaries have.
I think
Cool,
And
but
that's
I
all
think
I'm
the
saying.
Drake analogy is perfect.
Yeah, that's the
I think
best
that's
way to see
perfect.
it.
Plus, like, I don't think he doesn't need to make a classic album.
You see, he doesn't.
A great body of work then.
You don't need it.
Some people think that Konnichiwa was a great
you don't
body of
need
work.
it.
That's crazy to me.
You don't need it. When
I'm
you're
pretty
there,
sure the majority of people think that Konnichiwa was a great body of work.
do we agree he changed the landscape of UK rap?
Yeah.
Then you gotta give him his gold status.
I'm not disputing his GOAT status.
I'm saying he makes poor albums.
No, I'm not saying he makes. I'm just saying that is his reputation, should it be upheld by purely the music or is it other things that have put him in that position?
It's everything.
It's everything.
It's the
That's
music
why
as
he's-
well.
That's why he's the
It's
face.
exactly.
But this goes back. But this goes back to before, like when he was doing like DTI and Private Caller. Like he's got the music. Like if you're looking for a body of work, the closest thing you could probably say is Konnichiwa. But he's been giving us classic music since he dropped. He's been around since 02.
Even the
He's
shit
been
he's
dropping
produced
classic
and
music
given,
since.
even what he's produced and given away. Skepta's given us dumb body of work, like music, dumb music.
Precisely. So the music and the moments go hand in hand. If you want like a comprehensive, amazing body of work from Skepta, a la Home Sweet Home or Boy in the Corner, you're probably going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
If
Don't be
you're-
as big of a moment.
Yeah, if you're someone that wants something of that level. But some people feel like Konnichiwa and Ignorance is Bliss is of that level. So Skepta's kind of done his job, if you see what I mean. So it really just depends on how you feel about it. I think he doesn't need to make good albums. I think Konnichiwa was good enough. And I'm not holding him to a high standard because generally I feel like a lot of artists in the UK, especially from his generation, aren't built to make good albums like that for whatever reason.
They didn't know how to.
Even if he does make classic music, it's a lot. It's one thing to make a classic song. It's another thing to put 12 classic songs together and make a cohesive body of work, which maybe he has trouble with. If he really focused on wanting to do it, then he could probably do it. But there's probably factors telling him that he doesn't want to do it or
So
he can't do it.
you lot feel like he doesn't need to make a good album.
No,
He's made a good
made a
album.
good album.
Yes.
He's made a good album.
He's made 2. He's lost 2.
No, you haven't said that you don't need to make a good album.
No, he definitely. The music had to back up, and to me, it has.
Did I say good or classic?
Say good.
I meant classic.
All right, cool.
Because he's made 2 good albums. His last 2 have been good.
Okay.
His EPs, All In was, well, I didn't really care for All In, but there was a couple good songs on that. A couple good songs. The other EP he dropped, Vicious, in like 2017, between Konnichiwa and Ignorance is Bliss. That was fire. He's got a classic mixtape, Blacklisted. You know what I mean? Right. Joseph Jr. Adenuga, classic mixtape. So he's giving us classic bodies of work.
Okay.
He's number 1.
You're not happy with this. He's not happy.
No, you know what I mean? You lot feel how you feel and I feel how I feel. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he holds.
No, listen, let me just say, this goes without saying, like, Skepta's like one of the greatest that we'll ever experience in our scene. So that's not what I'm disputing. I'm just saying.
It's just music, basically.
I just feel like, we should continue to uphold the levels for our greats at all times. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the artists that are propelled to certain heights, there should be the music there that supports it. The way we look at Kano is because of the moments as well as the music.
It's more the music.
Dizzy, regardless of how you feel about his consistency, he still gave us that one, innit? Do you know what I mean? Wretch, again, someone else that regardless of how you feel about him, Retrospective is still one of them ones.
Yeah.
Gets another one. Ghetto Gospel, another one of them ones. So, I don't know, innit?
It's all down to opinion, innit? Because I feel like, even with that, and you're right, Skepta's in that conversation too. Because of Blacklisted, because of Konnichiwa. So, it really just depends on what side of the tracks you're on, really and truly. I think when all is said and done, he'll be known as a great equally for the music and equally for the moments. Even if the music isn't one classic body of work, even though he's got that, all of that combines. And he's got more classic moments than anyone. Maybe he
transitioned well.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah. I was gonna say Wiley, but nah. Skepta.
Yeah.
It's Skep, man. So yeah, man. That's how I feel about it anyway. I think he's done enough.
No, I understand.
Done enough. And the fact that he's doing like the Havana Rum stuff, he's on GQ, he's doing all this.
He's gone clear.
Other, like,
he's gone
no one else is doing that, really.
I don't care about all that.
I feel you, but it adds up, though.
Man, come tell me about. I don't even drink. Telling me about Havana Rum. I don't care about that, man. I'm talking about the music, bro.
It's sweet though.
But it
Is it sweet?
I'll take your word for it.
He'll definitely take your word for it. But it all adds up, though.
I get what you're saying.
It all adds up. That's all I'm saying. Like,
he's the GOAT, man.
Shout out all the music. Shout out all the music snobs.
He's the GOAT. I'm not having it.
Shout out all the music snobs. Shout out all the music snobs.
He's your GOAT.
Kane Robinson.
Of course, this guy. Do you know what it is? He don't like Tottenham, and that's fine. I've accepted that with Peter. If you're from N17, if you're from N17, N15, if you're from N,
I love North. What are you talking about, man?
And we're gonna move on because I understand now his mindset. And Yemi's a little bit too.
I love
they
North.
hate on Tottenham, and that's okay.
That's not true. I love North.
But let's push that agenda.
I had some great experiences in North.
Sure you have.
That's a great experience.
Fantastic experiences, man.
But salute to Skepta.
Yeah, big up Skep, man.
All right, then we're gonna move on to the next topic now. So this is kind of where the first topic was kind of more of a grievance from Peter. This one is more of a grievance for me because
oh god.
No, it's not really a grievance. It's more an observation because I feel like when I first thought of this topic, I watched a Fire in the Booth from this artist called Brian, and I saw the comments on the YouTube and on Twitter about the Fire in the Booth, and they were basically saying that Fire in the Booth has kind of lost its credibility, it's lost its prestige, like who let this woman on, like she's going up too far, sort of thing. So that kind of got me thinking, like, are UK artists, especially, like, given the tools to blow up or blowing up so fast to where, you know, there's no element of like artist development, there's no like seeing them grind in real time. You kind of just see them go viral on the internet, and then they've got a number one. Now they got all these placements. They're doing Daily Duppies. They're doing Fire in the Booth sort of thing without really having to work that hard for it. So that was kind of like an observation I had. And another person that kind of influenced this for me was RD, because RD has been making music since January this year.
No, he's actually been rapping still.
He's been rapping, but I only saw online. Online, his first thing that I saw on his SoundCloud was from like January.
Yeah. Was that a Brighton thing? It was freestyling in the video near Brighton, in the Brighton Pier.
Yeah. So for someone who's not privy to the fact that he's been rapping for time, and then seeing him go on the Body remix that went number one, and now he's got millions of views. He's doing Daily Duppies. I'm thinking to myself, this guy blew up fast, and no one knows who he is and all that stuff as well. So, you know, is that a problem? Is that a thing that we should be? Huh?
No.
It's not a problem.
No. You don't think
Tell
so?
me more.
I feel like because the culture is so big right now, the door's open for anyone.
We just gotta accept it.
You have to accept it, because if you wanted to have, look at pop, anyone can make a hit in pop right now. Like, pop is popular music. I feel like UK rap is becoming that, and we need to accept we're gonna have some gimmicks in the culture. But to stay true, we need to keep certain things to ourselves. Like find the beat. Well, it used to be find the booth, or all that. Like Daily Duppy's. Like, okay, cool. When it comes to spitting, keep it of a rawness there.
But that's
then, you know what I mean? But Charlie wants to be a bartender and wants to do.
Yeah, but how can we expect? That's the problem, though.
thing.
How can we expect Charlie to hold it down when it's Charlie Sloth?
But also,
you know
these,
what I mean?
but also these platforms.
Do you get what I mean, though?
Also,
It's like that's the problem, though. We expect someone like a Charlie to hold that.
Yeah, but we expect those kind of platforms and those kind of gatekeepers to do that.
That's the problem. They shouldn't be gatekeepers.
Saying, but I feel like they're so influenced by, you know, people being viral, numbers, what is going to drive traffic to their platform, sort of thing, and that in effect puts on these rappers that might not necessarily deserve it, and they're putting them on a pedestal to where they're able to blow up, and it kind of distorts the game, because those types of people back in the day probably wouldn't have got a look in those on those platforms, but now they are because they're popular, sort of thing. So is that kind of like rigging the game a bit, or is it just a natural thing? It's just a thing of today.
I think the gatekeeping the culture is out of the window. I don't think there's no way to go gatekeep the culture in 2021, in the UK especially.
We've never gatekeeped.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, especially now with social media and the way you can blow up from nowhere. How can we stop that?
You know, people can come and go. Like, it's fine. Like, we seen it like 2018. We had a dark time with Afro Swing.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was a dark time.
It was a 2018 Afro Swing.
What's his name?
I just remember Kojo and
What's his name? That's fucking idiot. What's his name?
Notes.
What song?
He made Bally.
Oh, Bally. Swarms.
Like, he was literally everywhere. Look at him now, respectfully. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
I think that's what's going to happen more now, though.
yeah, it's going to happen. And the thing, we need to accept it. And
that's a fact.
the three GOATs right now are here for a reason. Huss, Dave, and Stormzy. What I say?
But that kind of makes a great
definitely
point as to why why it might be an issue, why these people are blowing up so fast. Because someone like Swarms, he has a big hit. Someone like Notes had a big hit. Now they're not as relevant. And maybe it's because they blew up so fast and they didn't really know who they were as artists, and they weren't able to do what Huss does, what Dave does, and just kind of hone in on it. That they're yesterday's news now. And that's why I think that I feel like a lot of the scene is kind of going towards that rather than like true artists that are here to stay, sort of thing. So that's kind of why.
The thing is, things like even certain rappers that we respect give cosigns to like the one that they rate. Like, for example, like even Dave, when he dropped In the Fire, Meeks Money, like
Yeah.
But the hood knows, like
you've got the ones they put their arm around.
You know what I mean? So for Dave to be like, alright, cool, my album, that's a big cosign.
Because you know,
100%.
You know
what I'm trying to say? Or even who was it? I'm trying to think who else. Who was it? I think Unknown T must have mentioned in an interview about Stormzy giving him his props, like, yeah, like, you're cold. Like, certain type of people, like, that gives you certain cosigns, thinking, okay, he's going to be here for a while. All of that stuff. Like, the guys are doing, like, the TikTok music. No one really cares for that. It comes and it goes. And that's fine. Just enjoy the moment and just carry on with our day.
And that is an important part of the scene as well. Like, people who are kind of there to be able to capitalize on a buzz and go viral and just be that moment. I guess for me, maybe the old head in me kind of wants these people who are going into music to kind of have a longer career for themselves and not be yesterday's news, sort of thing. And I feel like the industry doesn't really afford chances to the people that are here to stay as much as they would for what's current and what's new. And it goes back to, you know, all the platforms, it goes back to labels. Like, UK artists now are getting signed to labels so quickly.
It's money game now.
An alarming rate.
It's all a money game. Because I think that's what we're going to see more and more of it. Even the guy, someone that sang the Barking song.
Rams.
Yeah.
That's another one.
You made a quick song, got signed, he's gone.
And they're expected
respectfully.
they're expected to do the same thing over like 10, 12 tracks of a project. But that shit gets old. That doesn't allow for artist development. That doesn't allow someone to kind of tap into who they really are and what they want to be. They're kind of just stuck in that moment. And when that moment is old, they become old. And I don't think that's fair.
I mean, it depends on what the artist wants as well. A lot of people aren't here for the art. They're here just for the P. So for that very reason, you're going to get a lot of disposable artists that are just here to make a hit and then they're going to bounce. And that's okay with certain people, innit? But I think for the artists that are in it for the art, it's a bit harder when the industry's like populated with so many artists that are disposable. It makes it difficult for the real ones to really get through the door because there's just too many people that are already here. So I don't know, man. I think it's just an evolution of the times, really. We're in the internet age, isn't it? Instant access, isn't it? Direct to consumer. So because of that, it's inevitable. It benefits
us as well, though. At the same time, do you don't think so?
What do you mean?
In what way?
Like the internet actually benefits us. Like, okay, think about when Get dropped his album, this year. We would never think he was gonna be fighting for #1 spot.
Yeah, that's definitely helped.
You know what I'm trying to say? We would never, but because the culture has expanded so much, and people that are outside our culture scene, we're back in certain people think, oh, right, that means he's kind of cool then. Like, let's join in with the hype because obviously people like to use our culture because it looks like fashion. Yeah. So it has things like that we can appreciate. And more time, even certain artists that like, cool, the body situation, if Tion and them didn't rate him, he wouldn't be on it in the first place. Like, he helped the song to be what it is, and that's the first drill song that went #1. If you like it, but that's history. You have to appreciate it. Just take it and.
That's the thing. I think it's gonna go hand in hand more.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see more #1s coming from us, and also more whack artists coming through with a one-hit wonder. It's part of the game now.
I hear that.
Do you know what I mean? I just think it's gonna be
been like that in different genres, anyways.
Yeah, and it's just now coming down to the because we're light years behind still America. So whatever they were going through before with the Soulja Boys or whatever, we're now starting to get. Does that make sense? Yeah. Because we're so behind. So now we're catching up to, I guess, their ringtone era potentially with the people that are coming out now with the one-hit wonders. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, we had that with grime as well. I mean, in like the early stages of grime, we had bare artists that were just coming through that would just make one tune and then bounce.
Yeah, no.
Think of the videos on Channel U. You see that one video from that artist and you never hear from him again. And it might even be a banger, but that was it. They're gone.
Classic cinema.
Look at Bearman. Yeah. No one knows where Bearman is now.
I wonder where Bearman
Where's
is.
Where's Bruiser?
He's dominating.
Someone tell me where Bruiser is.
I feel like Bruiser's still about. Maybe.
I saw Bruiser in Wolfenstein once.
Did you say hi?
Yeah, for what? For what, fam? For what? That he even goes for it by Bruiser anymore. He better go by his government name. Niggas right now, fam.
And I'm a villain.
That's a little Bruiser though.
I feel you, but I agree with you, Mimi. Like the internet got Stormzy for his #1, Gang Signs and Prayer. Yeah. So it does. There are like positives to it. I suppose where I'm at is I don't want one to kind of like overpower the other.
I think the music is always going to be
always
will. It's going to be like that.
It always will, man, because it's easier. The one that's overpowering is easier to promote.
It's microwavable.
And that's where labels get involved as well. And they have a huge
And there are a lot of casual listeners as well.
Yeah, there's probably more casual listeners than like real music heads as well.
Yeah.
But we're still always going to have our ones. Like Little Sims is one of ours.
Took her long though.
Yeah, that's my point. Because of what she does. If Little... Because of Little... The way she... exactly. Because of the way she bases her music on, the way she raps. I don't expect that Little Sims to blow out of nowhere. As opposed to someone that goes on Instagram and do some stupidness.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But that's why when we get those ones, we need to appreciate them. Yeah, we need to give them their flowers more.
We do give them their
flowers. And 100%.
Because we're so tired of like
bullshit.
Like, even last year was a kind of like a weird time. Like everyone's hitting #1 back to back. But the thing is, it was actually good music. And I feel like lockdown played a big part because like you can't go to the motives now.
So you got to
listen to the music type of vibe. Like Heady dropped, Nines dropped. Like even Potter coming out of jail, he dropped this. That was pure rap. There was no bangers. It was pure rap, and he still charted mad. Like I feel like the truth always.
No, we're starting to chart now, way more than before. Charting is normal now. It's starting to become the norm for us now,
and that's a good thing.
Yeah, because
I think it's about time.
Yeah, because 5-6 years ago, I remember the last person I remember charting was Chipmunk. When he had Oopsie Daisy, it's going back 12 years, fam. Oopsie Daisy. What are we doing here?
I kind of like that tune.
I hated Oopsie Daisy.
No, of course you like it.
I hated Oops. Every part that's
actually, no, not that tune. What's the other tune? The Diamonds
are for it? No, that's Kanye.
Diamond Rings.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
what was the one he had in school? When they went Glazemore and they
isn't it Chip?
I hated that as well. And that was in Glazemore. That was down the road. That was trash.
I was thinking, oh my god, what's this? This is right next to my school.
It was in Glazemore Park View, innit? It was near them sides.
You guys are so North London, man.
Yeah,
I like it. I like this bond. I guess okay, cool. I take all your points. I guess the balance, or I guess the dichotomy between substance.
Big word. Can't lie, that was a 10 out of 10 word.
I know you've never heard it.
That's a dichotomy.
There we
go.
Okay.
That was so rude.
That was so unnecessary.
Brother, I got a journalism degree. I got an English degree here. Don't ever disrespect.
So he can come at me, but I can't go back.
Yeah, no, but you went personal, sir.
Wow.
Said you ain't never heard this word.
No.
And it's
so wait, you saying big word is not like a diss?
No, it's respect.
No,
I give you your flowers.
Allow allow it. It's not.
Anyway, you'll say
it's mocking, innit? It's not really respect.
It's the way he said it, but
it's not a diss though, innit? It's just mocking, innit?
So mocking is respectful, yeah?
Depending on who says it.
Yeah, it depends how it's said.
It come out of love.
That was not love.
Yeah, but it's Mo, innit? So it was coming from...
It wasn't love.
Thank you very much. That's why I appreciate you. Honestly, that's why I need more people
Well,
like
he should know by now. We've known each other for 5 years. I've mocked North a lot. So don't take it seriously.
Facts.
Hey, but it hit. It was like, oh, that's all.
I said raw.
I felt that too. I ain't gonna
I said
lie.
you ain't never heard this
I
word
felt
before.
it.
I said raw. I'm 29 years old. I don't know education.
When you say shit like that. I feel you. But yeah, the dichotomy between substance and like kind of more of the microwave music is, I guess, it's becoming more pronounced in the UK now.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's going to become more pronounced as more and more artists come through. And it obviously is getting a lot easier to be able to make music as well. It's not like a closed shop to anyone like it might have been back in the day, because of like the internet, because of technology and all that as well. So I guess like the old head in me needs to kind of just get used to that and shit.
You just let it go, man. Just
let it go.
Listen, it's not anything that I'm like angry about. It's more so just the fact of I'm seeing these people in places that they might not deserve at this point.
You know it is, yeah. When we talk like this, I'm thinking, fam, imagine, like, I remember, like, early 2010s time, yeah, with Drake and all them, man, and the old heads moving like, oh, remember DMX saying, rah, who's
I remember you were Breakfast Club.
Yeah, like that whole, like, even Joe Budden, like, everyone's moving bare, man, like, fam, it's a new generation. You're not going to be hot forever. Let it.
Do you know what happens though? I think
it's about that.
Peter is now the DMX of this generation.
Because everybody cares about the whole rawness and keeping it authentic. Like, just relax.
Nah, see, I disagree with that, man. I feel like it's because I feel like it's important to preserve the art and
but
preserve like
it always does though. Good music lasts forever.
Yeah, but it's not all good music. That's the issue.
Okay, cool. Okay, for example, this is gonna sound mad. Remember Cheeky Girls? We are
the Cheeky Girls.
That was everywhere when I was a youth.
It wasn't good music though.
It wasn't. Do we listen to it now?
No.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, can I see your point? Regardless of if it's doing it now, in 10 years' time, we're not thinking about it.
Listen, man.
Okay, I get your point.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Listen, if I was old enough back then,
that's a fact.
If I was old enough back then, I would have been chatting shit about that tune as well. I'm old enough now to know better, so I can voice certain things. So from our scene specifically, if there are artists that just aren't, they're not. The music isn't there. Why should we accept?
Because it's here now.
But it's about.
But in 10 years,
it's about uphold.
Yeah, but I think sometimes I take it seriously. Sometimes I want to go to the dance and just hear it.
Yeah, and that's cool. That's cool, innit? But for the artists that are struggling, like really breaking their back to perfect their art and that, it's a bit of slap in the face when they're not given certain opportunities that these one-hit wonders are.
But that's always been the case, though.
But the thing is,
cool, but we don't have to like it.
That's why certain artists need to understand what audience is trying to cater to. Sometimes you just have a cult following that grows every single year. Then you're gonna have that one album and it just boom, you're that guy. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's not every day I want to make a hit. This I deserve. Sometimes it's not. It comes and it goes.
That's what Huss had with Common Sense. He dropped everyone got it.
And a lot of the people that do like this microwave music, it appeals to a wider audience.
Listen, I like some of this microwave music.
Since when?
I accept it for what it is, but it doesn't mean I can't chat shit though.
Of course not.
Yeah, you can, but I feel like this generation needs to just.
Because I give you a decade later, we're not gonna remember Swarms. No one's gonna be thinking.
But what you man are like ignoring is that if we keep letting this happen, the scene is gonna be populated.
But it's not just now though. It's been happening for 20 years.
Yeah, but maybe it seems like it's happening more
because
now.
of social media. That's why.
All right, cool in it. But if the scene is completely populated with this type of music, then the ones that make the real what's gonna happen to them?
They're still gonna make great.
We're
never gonna lose.
No,
They've just dropped the album.
The same year RD just came in doing all his stuff, all of that stuff is the same way Dave dropped a classic.
That's what I just
Lil Sims dropped a classic. Like,
but for every Dave and Little Sims, you got like 5 whoever the artists.
That's always been the case.
Dave's gonna be in the scene for the next 20 years.
And there are the Nuxes and
and they're gonna come.
And the Rags and the Oscars that are gonna come through and get there. It might not necessarily be the same level of mainstream success, but they're gonna make something of themselves.
They're gonna make a way.
The same way Sims has. Maybe not to the same level, but they're gonna get to a point where they're happy with where they're at, and they're gonna be known to the people that actually care about music, like us, sort of thing. Like you say, we can enjoy all the microwave music. Like, I'll shake a leg to the Body remix. I've still never met an Adiola that wants to roll with the geese, but I'm saying I still enjoy that shit. And if I was to hear it in a club, I would dance to it.
Me too.
Exactly.
Me too.
When you go home, you might not necessarily listen to that.
Never.
I'm not listening to it, man.
There you go. And that's where the balance is always going to be. There's going to be certain places for that microwave music, the mainstream arenas, and there's going to be the music heads and the more secluded
balance.
spaces.
And that's always been life.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
always been like.
balance though.
Yeah.
What
There's
you
going
said
to
is
be.
key, balance, not one more than the other.
It's always going to be whack
Balance.
music over good music, though. It's always going to be
but
that.
in the mainstream level,
It's always gonna be
going to
whack.
be that microwave music
Yeah.
because it's microwave music. Most mainstream music that charts is microwave music
1000%.
across
fine.
all genres.
I don't expect anything else. Do you get what I mean? Like, even when we was growing up, you had a Chingy everywhere, every other song.
No, Chingy was hard.
Chingy had like 3 songs in a row.
Chingy was hard.
Said
We're not about
never.
to say Chingy was hard.
Chingy
We're
had
not
a
gonna
couple
do that.
hard
Said
tunes.
no
He had a
one
couple.
ever.
We had Right There,
Said
One
no
Call
one
Away, and kept
ever.
it pushing. And maybe Holiday Inn. If
Yeah,
you
he
want
had
to give
one
him
hit.
If you want to give him Holiday Inn, throw Holiday Inn in there as well.
And the one call away was hard.
One Call Away, the one with TJ's brother.
Yeah, he had One Call Away,
Yeah.
Right There,
We ain't
and
gonna
then he had the Tyrese one.
Yeah, that's one call away, no?
Nah,
What was the Tyrese one?
That's what you just said.
That's what we just said.
No,
No,
One Call Away. One Call Away is with
One Call Away
TJ's
is
brother.
different to-
Smart guy.
One Call Away.
Marcus.
No, it's not.
One Call
Yeah,
Away.
One Call Away.
Dang. And you was mad,
only
baby.
one.
So wait, what was the one that we were just?
There's pulling me back, and there's One
Okay,
Call
I'm thinking
Away.
about pulling me
Pulling
back.
me
Then.
back,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
Pulling me
yeah.
back was the banger. One
Okay.
Call Away
Oh,
was.
so we had 3 bangers in.
He had Right
Yeah.
There. He
Yeah.
had One
Okay.
Call Away.
Okay.
He had Pulling Me Back.
Yeah.
And he had Holiday Inn.
Oh,
Holiday
shit,
Inn
okay.
was a banger.
Oh yeah, Holiday Inn.
Snap, jab, kaboom. Yeah, Ludacris lost his head.
Alright, cool.
I maybe salute that to Chingy. Then didn't I take that
Big up
back?
Chingy, man.
Yeah, but I don't know why he caught it straight.
Well, thank you for that Chingy history lesson. It was very much appreciated. But yeah, man, I feel like there's always going to be that balance if you're looking for it. Like if you're a casual fan, you might not necessarily find that balance because you're only looking for stuff that's going to be party shit,
Top
or
100s.
uplifting shit. But if you are into Sims, if you are into Nux, if you are into Potter, you're going to find the balance. You're going to be in a rabbit hole with all these similar artists, and you're going to find a system, an ecosystem of artists, whether visible on the mainstream or underground, especially underground, that are going to maintain that balance for you.
Yeah.
So with that, like even though I might have an opinion that artists are blowing up too fast, which really and truly, it's kind of a difficult one. But
It is a difficult one, man.
It's a
'Cause
difficult
it
one.
depends on what you want.
yeah, but there's always going to be that balance. I kind of want that balance, but I feel like as I'm in this and I listen to loads of different artists in the UK, especially because they're popping up like every now and like every day, we are finding that balance. We are finding that those people that, you know, are going to do that accessible stuff, and there's going to be the people that really pay attention to the craft and do what they need to do. And we're seeing them sell out shows, we're seeing them chart a little bit, we're seeing them get magazine placements, big covers, all that stuff. So that is a level of success to them versus another level of success to the others. And that's kind of just the way it is, I feel like.
Yeah.
And it's going to become more pronounced as these artists
As
get
time
older.
goes on, yeah.
Because again, a lot of these artists, especially the new gen, haven't even reached 24, 25
Yeah, they're
yet.
babies, man.
How old's us?
That's 25 now.
He's young, man.
Still
Dave's what,
25.
23,
Yeah.
24?
25.
Yeah,
Now
man.
you kids, bro.
They got loads of futures ahead of them.
The gold status soon come.
Yeah.
Both of them.
There really goes.
No, I'm just talking about if to me,
Oh.
they'll be 1 or 2 at some point, but right now
Oh.
it's too soon for me.
That's just a goat, man.
No, he's definitely gold. Like he's goated. He's gonna end up there. I'm saying.
He really
Right
is.
now, I need.
He really is.
You know when you get pressured
Yeah,
and I can't.
hella.
You know what annoys me the most?
Hella
I don't
pressure.
have a comeback. What can I say? No, he's not. He is.
Nah, to a lot of people,
Yeah,
Huss
no.
is Huss is already
He's
there.
in my
innit?
top 5
Yeah.
already. It's just
I haven't met anyone that doesn't like us.
nah, neither.
Like-
Like, if you know music, I've never met someone that says.
I remember the first time listening to Huss for the first time. It was the funniest thing ever.
Oh.
What do you know? He was getting called on the timeline. Like, oh, he's this Af kid. Like why is pronouncing the words like that?
And he stole the basmati rice as well
Dead.
during the riots.
Oh, did he?
No, he didn't. But
didn't,
he made
but
a
he got
video.
angry.
He made a video getting very
Then-
angry about
then you
being
know what I mean?
accused.
Like-
he made a video going, I'm not fucking dicking, I'm not him. Like,
Yeah.
that.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like because he's like 1 year older than me. So I feel like
You've seen the.
You've grown with him, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just like, he's goated, man.
and they're the best 1-2 punch.
And you know what? For someone your age, it must be so exciting to be in this scene right now. We're seeing all these artists pop up. Like, we're obviously catching up still, but you're right in the thick of it. Like,
Yeah, I'm seeing the up there, man. What?
Salute to all of them, man.
Yeah, I'm
It's-
definitely.
It's in
catching
safe
up, bro.
hands.
catching up.
It's in safe hands.
Fam,
I'm definitely catching up.
that's an understatement and a
Catching
half,
up.
bro.
Yeah, man.
You're 1,000 laps
Me,
behind,
I'm
bro.
definitely catching up. Yeah,
Brother, you
yeah, I'm like behind.
You're
Behind.
very behind.
Yeah.
Is he?
I don't listen to
behind.
everyone, innit?
This guy is.
okay.
Yo, what was that? Was it Shakari Richardson that came last?
Yeah.
That's who he is right now.
Sha'Carri
Relax,
Richardson. Oh,
He's
yeah.
Shakari Richardson.
Relax.
Big facts. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no, there's too much music now.
It's way too much music.
There is, but
But
again,
salute to all of them, man.
there's
The
a lot of balance in it.
the future's in good hands.
Yeah.
We move.
The future is in good hands, man, and I
It
feel
is.
like we have not had a scene for so long, but now we're in a point where, you know, if you do want that microwave stuff, there are artists for that. If you want that substantial stuff, there are artists for that. and we need both. Like we need both sides of a coin. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You turn a coin, there's not going to just be one side. It's going to be double-sided. One side is the balance, is the deeper shit. The other is the microwave stuff. And the microwave stuff is fun. Like body's fun. You know, most of the things Tion does is fun. And all that. I still need to listen to the album.
Is it? You haven't listened to it yet?
I haven't listened to it yet. No.
Surprise you still. It's not the drilly stuff.
I did his bio, and they sent me over some music, but none of the music made the album. So, yeah, this is a while back though. Yeah, man, salute to him and salute to all the UK artists, man, doing their thing.
Yeah, man, big up.
You know, building a scene in real time, and we're gonna see a lot of like surprises. We're gonna see a lot of. I feel like a lot of artists might surprise us. You know what I mean? Maybe RD will become this deep rapper.
We're not doing
in
that.
5 years time. He's still only 20.
We're not doing that.
21.
I feel like no. I think he.
He can rap though.
No, he did some black box. He'll say some deep stuff.
He can rap.
For real?
He has it. Yeah, he's a little Eminem.
Speaking of Eminem, did you see he opened up a restaurant called Mom Spaghetti?
Yeah.
I will not eat that.
Why am I not surprised? Have you seen he's performing at the Super Bowl? Him, Dr. Dre,
Yes.
Kendrick.
I'm
Mary J.
angry because it's like I want them to have it separate. I don't want Mary to share the stage with them, man.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
You know, it's because Mary's so goated
She
to
is
me.
easily,
She is
easily,
my
easily.
queen. I need to meet this lady. If I don't meet her, I want to cry. I want to tell God why.
Yeah.
Like, she is so goated to me. And I feel like this generation don't even...
They don't appreciate her.
There's one guy on the timeline that got me so angry. Yeah, Billy the Goat. Yeah, he said, "Raw, is that the lady from Power?" I said, "What?"
Nah,
Is he white?
No, he's black.
Come on, what we
But he's
doing?
young. He's a young guy. Like, he's 17.
Yeah.
But they don't know Mary the way I know Mary. So I'm thinking, Raw, is she that old now? Nah.
And that's why Peter stays off Twitter. Because if he saw that,
I ain't on social media. I don't do it.
No, I'm telling you,
I
she's.
had to-
But I'm gassed for it just naturally because you have to be in it. Like it's hard not to be.
Yeah, but the thing is,
She's only. But the problem is,
the thing is, yeah, the only banger she has bangers.
and
for
she's only gonna get like
days.
4 songs because of the lineup.
And that's
Because the Super Bowl's like 15 minutes.
someone like a Mary J would not get that on her own. So
What do you say?
someone like Mary J would not get that
She
on
can.
Super Bowl.
She can though, bro. They
She
gave it to
wouldn't,
J-Lo and Shakira, fam.
She can.
What we
wouldn't.
doing? I know
She
she
They
wouldn't
did
though.
that together.
She
though.
can.
Yeah, but
No,
she
actually
both of
has-
them together.
she
She wouldn't though.
The thing is,
She should though.
she should.
They should. But you know how the
I
Super Bowl.
shouldn't even have it yet.
But you know how the Super Bowl. The
so-
Super Bowl was.
I agree,
You know
bro.
how the NFL are, though, man. They're not gonna
She
give it to.
has bangers. Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, but the NFL ain't gonna give it to one black person and tell them run with
A
it.
black woman as well.
Yeah, they're
hell
not
no.
gonna do that.
They gave it to
not gonna
Janet
do
and
that.
they're thinking, "Oh Jesus, we can't
And
do
you
that."
saw what Justin
Yeah,
Timberlake done and ran
Janet,
away, innit?
Well,
You saw,
Justin ruined it.
and they ruined, and he ran away.
Idiot.
Difficult.
Let's move on to the fun topic of today. So basically, you have to take it in turns
Yep.
to name either a five-a-side team or just a group of underrated MCs.
Cool.
So basically, assemble your Avengers of underrated MCs.
UK or US?
Could be both.
I did both.
I done US.
I did a mixture.
I just done US.
I did a
lie to you.
mixture.
Who's gonna start?
Peter,
Oh, you want me to start?
go ahead, bro.
Alright. For the UK, I've got Dot Rotten, Frisco,
Let's talk about it.
Double S,
Talk about it.
Nux, and P Money.
Very dope.
Yeah.
Dot Rotten is criminally underrated.
Yeah, he's ill with the
He's
pen.
special. He's special.
Yeah.
And then US, I've got Blue, Elzai, Fred the Godson, Ransom, and Lloyd Banks.
I hear that still.
Yeah.
I hear you on
That's
Ransom.
I'd
I
like
hear you
to
on
know one as
Ransom.
well.
Yeah.
I feel like Ransom's going to get to that point, though, where he's not underrated anymore.
No, he won't. He's pretty much blackballed, man, for that Joe Budden shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shall I
But
go
he's,
next?
he's quietly making like great music though on the underground. So
Fair enough.
Shall I
yeah,
go next?
those are my fives.
Solid 5.
Safe.
Solid 5.
I knew you like the double S.
What'd you say?
I knew you like the double
I
S.
like the double S and Frisco.
I mean,
Course,
yeah, the double
course.
S surprised
Cool.
me.
You can't
I've
say
got-
I don't fuck with North,
I've
man.
got that you don't fuck with North. But
I
I've
think you did that
got
on purpose.
I
I've
love
got one
North.
UK guy amongst 4 Americans. So I went with the UK person I went with was Joe Black. Because I used to fuck with
Yeah.
Joe Black heavy
Yeah.
growing up. I used to fuck
Yeah.
with Joe Black heavy growing up. And I thought the people I surrounded him make sense. I've got Beanie Siegel there. I've got Big L there. I've got Pun there. And then we're with Large Professor, the producer. So
Dope.
I need someone
Large
to produce all of
Professor's
this,
a
innit?
dope one.
I need someone to produce all
You
of
think
this.
Pun's
He
on-
raps too.
Yeah, but I just
Yeah.
wait for the producer side. I
I
can't
think
lie.
Pun's underrated.
What do you say?
Pun.
I think Pink was criminally underrated. Criminally underrated.
Yeah, Pun.
I
should-
fuck
Oh,
with
if you
Pun.
know,
I
you
think
know,
Pun
innit?
should be
Yeah,
more.
that's what I'm saying. It's if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Mm.
Big Pun and Big L to me,
Yeah, Big L more.
Yeah.
more fan.
Yeah, same.
but that's what I'm saying. But
right.
I feel both of them don't get their just dues.
Mm.
So it's like, and then Joe Black, I think, talks similar shit that Beanie Siegel does, so it works for me.
Yeah.
So that's the 4, and then the Professor I went for.
Feel you. I'll go next. So it's the same. I've got 4 US and 1 UK. So the UK is Dirty Goods.
Okay.
Fire. He's just fire with it, and different styles, different energies, different cadences. Guy was lit, man. And then the US, I've got 5 Dog, got Inspector Deck, got OC, I've got CL Smooth.
Of course, he's got 5.
Listen, man, the 5-foot assassin. Don't even respect the guy, bro.
Can't lie, I heard 5 for win. It makes sense.
Do you know what I mean? Of course, he's got 5.
But, okay.
Listen,
That's a good list.
thank you very much. Like 5, criminally underrated.
No,
Inspector
solid
Deck.
Mine was US though.
That's fine. That's fine. I only had 1 UK man.
Yeah, that's fine.
I only had Joe Black.
Okay.
Go through.
Because of that conversation we had earlier, Wale.
I see why you done that. No. When someone says there's 100 rappers better than him, you have every point there.
But Mohammed,
I'm not listening to that. What do you-
Mohammed, she only disagreed with one of them.
No, because when I saw it, I was like, oh, damn, but he's under. I won't put him.
It's still a rude thing to do.
Yeah,
though.
Bruv, do you know what it's
Even
to take
if-
your time
even if you were right,
and write
it's rude.
100 rappers
Yeah,
better
that's
than
rude.
Get
That's
over
rude.
it, guys.
Nah.
I'm
What
at
did
a point
Wale
now,
do
he's
to
trying to get
Wale?
over it.
Is it Wale Nigerian as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Disrespecting your
So
own
the
people.
fuck
then,
what?
fam.
So the fuck what?
Put a white man above a Nigerian.
All skin folk, kinfolk.
Thank you, sir. You took the words from my mouth.
And then who else?
Then MF Doom.
You're a Doom fan.
Yo, I knew you.
For real?
I was so upset when he passed.
You don't look like a Doom fan, you know.
Why does I don't need to look like?
Are you a
anything.
Doom fan like that?
Yeah.
Oh, salute to Doom, man.
Yeah. Andre 3000.
Okay. You feel free? He's underrated.
Yeah, this generation they don't they actually don't.
I'm kind of stuck on the fact that you're a Doom fan.
Well, I don't know many girls that are big
okay,
fans of
maybe.
this.
Yeah, like Doom fans are like
It's okay, you can say it.
Doom fans are like backpackers. They're like they don't shower every week.
Wow.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? They're like they're not.
Judgy.
Judgy. No, that's judgy. That's judgy.
The game.
Wow.
Okay,
The
see, I
views
get
of
that.
Peter are
The
not
game.
reflected on the scribes like dimes.
The game makes sense. The game is
game.
underrated.
Game.
Yeah,
What?
the game's
But do you
like-
think he's underrated because of the clown shit he does?
Yeah, he's
Okay,
done,
cool.
but his
Yeah, yeah.
albums, he has.
Yeah,
The Red Album, the
He's got no
documentary.
whack albums.
What?
He
got no
he
whack
makes
albums.
good.
I think the last one, the documentary
No,
part
no,
2
no,
was
no,
whack.
no, no,
That was not whack.
Hard.
That
The
was
documentary
not
part 2.
Hard.
Yeah,
part
it
2,
was.
part 2.
Yeah, part 2.
All
long.
of it is hard.
Too long.
Yeah, too long. But it
I agree with
wasn't-
you because LAX wasn't wow to me.
But
That was a good
album.
No, he's solid. I get it. The game's
I want to
solid.
say pre-Nipsey because I feel like when he passed, everyone's just doing the whole commercial stuff. But Nipsey when he was alive,
Oh, these don't tell you, bro. Yeah,
that
Nipsey,
was like
yeah,
Nipsey
no,
was the
fam.
coldest. Then he passed.
Nipsey's
and was
golden
like
to me, bro.
forcing this. Oh, Nipsey, yeah.
Yeah,
That pissed me
big-
off.
big fan.
I won't lie
That
to you.
got me-
No,
I
I won't
was
lie to you. No.
angry.
It's the same with
Yeah,
him,
me.
though.
No, yeah, me. I'm gonna
Same
keep it.
with
I'm
him.
gonna keep it a stack. I felt away about that. You know, because
Into the mic.
we spoke about Nipsey on the first episode here, and Nipsey said my favorite album of the year, whatever. These man know how I feel about Nipsey. But when I saw everyone start dick red, and I'm like, I know some of you lot are just doing this because of
Forcing it.
You're forcing it because you know it's gonna get you whether it's retweets or just acknowledgement.
He's the
Like, it's
coldest.
a
People
lot
do
of
that all
fake
the time.
love. Yeah,
It's the same thing as when everyone was beefing 6ix9ine. They did it for the look.
yeah, but it's
And everyone
annoying,
looked
man. It's like-
incredibly
yeah,
corny
yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Even the game looked corny.
Sorry,
I remember
I
the
said
game.
Voldemort's name.
The
Sorry.
game does side with Nipsey, and he hella corny. I don't remember what he done though, but he does side hella corny when it comes to Nipsey.
I think he must have took a picture of his child and his child like, oh, I'm just like Nipsey. for
Yeah,
Halloween.
and it's like we know.
I said,
him,
no,
yeah.
your child
Your
didn't say
son
that.
didn't say that.
She was like he or she want to be, I don't know.
I want to just go to school, trick or treat, go
You know
home.
what I mean? Not Nipsey.
Making him wear all Rolling 60
Lords.
outfit, fam.
Oh, couldn't really. I said this is false now. You guys are just mocking it.
Do you know what I mean?
It's giving that 2-pack effect. But hey, that's another day, story.
Nah, Nipsey a great shot. 'Cause I think
Didn't someone in this pod say that Nipsey was the closest thing in this era to Tupac?
Yeah, the way everyone's
said
reacting
that?
to his death.
I feel like one of you said that.
Mo might have said
The way
that.
everyone's
That
reacting to his
wouldn't have
death.
come out.
I definitely could say something like that because I'm talking about the death and the way
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Nah.
Might,
No,
maybe.
because Nipsey's aura became bigger than rap. Where people just stood up for
Yeah,
Nipsey.
but-
Because it moved from the conversation of his music to what
To
the guy
what he
stood
stand
for.
for, yeah.
And what he was as a
Yeah.
man, the way he
Yeah,
protected
but-
his wife, the way he was with Lauren. Everything with Nipsey
Yeah,
was just
but-
great to me.
Saying yeah, but
Yeah, I'm not talking about I'm not talking
yeah.
about- I'm
Well,
just saying
because he
it.
did
Bro,
someone-
yeah, we did
Let's
argue
relax,
this.
let's relax,
No, I
innit?
remember I did say this because I argued with you. I was like, you need to think about it. There's a whole new
This guy's
generation
Tupac to
that
the
grew up
bone,
on
man.
Nipsey.
Let's relax.
Like, how old were you when
He
Pop
was,
died?
he was a member of the Outlaws.
There's people that were 6 when Nipsey died.
Let's
And whether you
relax.
believe it or not,
Let's
they are going to
relax.
look.
Let's
He
just,
can rap better than Tupac.
let's
Let's
take,
carry on.
no, but that's
I've
not
deep- I've
true.
deep-
He can rap better than Tupac.
That's not true.
He can rap better
That's
than
not
Tupac.
true.
He can rap
You're
better.
saying that to be petty. You don't believe that.
No, I don't, but
I
you
don't-
annoyed me.
I-
You annoyed me, so I'm going to say
You don't believe
yo,
that?
Nipsey can rap better.
don't
Hennessy,
believe that?
enemy, get that out
You don't
here,
believe
bruv.
that,
You're
though.
nuts,
You don't
bruv.
believe
I've
that?
deeped it about
Yo,
Peter.
Nipsey told me I'm a
You don't
roll
believe
tonight.
that. You don't
Listen,
believe that.
I've
In
deeped
your
it
heart, in your heart of
Nipsey
hearts,
told
you
me
don't
I'm a
believe
rich
that.
roll tonight.
But you don't believe that. though.
Cause
I've deeped it about Peter. He's part of the Outlaws. He is an outlaw.
he's an outlaw.
yeah.
He was on Trading War Stories. He had an ad lib. He had an ad lib. He can't rap.
Gaddafi,
He had an
fam.
ad lib.
Gaddafi, fam.
Gaddafi.
You
Gaddafi.
man are disrespectful. Man.
Shout out to Napoleon.
If you had to choose an underrated UK MC now, who would it be? suspense is killing me.
I can't really think of this one.
I thought you were going to say Scorcher. I don't know why.
He was in my head, you
I
know.
thought you were
I
gonna
swear
say
to God,
Scorcher, 'cause
I'm
of North,
thinking-
I generally
yeah,
thought you were gonna say
don't-
Scorcher.
Don't beg it.
I
I'm
don't-
thinking, don't beg
I
it.
don't think
Yeah.
is Scorch underrated though.
Yeah, don't do that.
he
Scorcher's
is, he is.
underrated, bro.
He
Scorcher's
is.
definitely underrated.
Yeah, he is.
I think
he don't get respect, but I wouldn't say my.
It's gonna be someone from North, innit?
No, it's not.
it's fine. You said Double S. And Double S was my guy. Double S. It's Double S. That was my guy.
Because it's someone
Say how you feel, man.
like of all time.
Miss Dynamite.
If you want.
No, respectfully, I love her, but no.
You thinking?
Right now, I'm trying to think because in my thing I can say Unknown T. Yeah, Unknown T.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't appreciate.
But I'm
his
saying
raps.
that as a
I'll be honest
right
with you.
now.
Me personally, I'm sleeping on him.
Yeah, because
can't lie.
he
Yeah, I'm
actually
sleeping on
can
him.
spit,
Yeah,
and
I'm
I
sleeping
can,
on him.
He can spit.
and the way he does his flows, I can hear him. Like if he was
Listen
say,
to
like,
Goodums.
You say?
what
Listen
he
to
can do,
Goodums.
grand.
No, I'll check him out
instrumentals
because
and all
I know
that
he's
stuff.
someone asleep. I know he's snoring, but I know I'm sleeping on him.
That's fine.
And no, I'm just saying, I know you. I don't worry.
No, but
he's in a deep.
But he'll
actually-
never touch drill though. So.
Yeah, true.
No, Drill.
I'll check out Unknown T because I haven't listened to
No,
Unknown
because
T
you know it is.
in
Yeah,
a minute.
If it was like 10 years ago, you hear him like he'll be so good.
It would have been appreciated
Like,
a lot
his
more.
flow is stupid. Yeah,
Nah, he looks dumb. He looks talented as well. Just
yeah,
from what I heard of him.
yeah.
Wasn't he
You know,
Joe as well? He came out as
I'll
well.
say that. I'll say that.
Salute to him anyway.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, salute to Unknown T, man. I feel like a lot of people need to know about him. He's really dope, and he dropped a good project this year. So salute to him.
What's it called?
I prefer his first project.
Adolescence.
Cool.
I prefer this new one.
Is it?
Rise Above Hate was okay. I didn't really. I think Adolescence was a step up for sure.
Yeah, it was. I prefer the first one.
Fair dues.
Well, salute to all of them.
For sure.
Yeah, big
All right. Well, we're going to wrap up there then. So, Mimi, thank you very much for joining us.
Appreciate
it was
you.
a pleasure.
Appreciate
Got to get
you.
you down another time, you know. It was great. It was great. It was great.
What are you? They're poetry jam. They're poetry
so
jam.
the mic can catch
It's
it.
like
Just
kill,
so the mic-
stab, believe. Sorry.
Why these motherfuckers so mad? I have no clue.
These guys will randomly shout, Leilani!
I salute to Leilani as well, fam. I bust a
They'll
coconut
randomly
head for
shout
Leilani,
Leilani.
fam. Say-
So weird. But anyway, yeah, thank you for coming down. How can people reach you?
Oh, I'm not really good at them stuff, you know. Twitter, MDAIXO, Instagram, Mimi the music blogger. Catch me in North London.
Catch you in the 9, right?
Yes, sir.
There you go. Yeah, man. Everybody, check out Mimi. She's a dope
Appreciate
writer.
you.
She's a dope blogger. She's doing bits for the scene. So long may that
Thank you,
continue.
sir,
Listen, man, I'm gonna heap praise, man. You're worthy of it. But yeah, guys, anything else to say?
Nah,
man.
No
Thanks,
shout-outs?
thanks for coming through.
no shouts out at all.
Cool.
Shout out to God.
Shout out to God.
Always.
God is good all the
God is
time.
good all the time.
All the time.
Fam,
God is
good.
good.
Praise Allah.
Shout out to
Allahu
Oli.
Akbar.
Shout out to Oli Gunners.
People might hear that and go crazy.
No, they will. 100%.
Well, I can't even say. So wait, when I say God is good, and I can't say Allahu Akbar.
Yeah, but
nah,
they're basically
nah.
saying the same thing.
You know what?
Yeah, but
Allah Akbar just means God is the greatest.
He's thinking, oh, why?
but you know why, innit?
You gotta say it.
It's the same reason why. It's the same reason why we wait 3 hours for you to get out of New York Airport.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They might wait for me for 5 hours.
Yeah, it's a bit
Can't lie,
mad.
these man
It's
wait
actually
for,
mad.
Then we were in Canada. These man wait for another
It's
2.
it's
They
actually
wait for banner when it comes to airports.
No joke.
That's so
I get stopped everywhere.
No joke.
Yeah, I
That's
went.
tricky.
I was going Cuba with these man in Canada. I
We
got
actually
stopped for 2
considered
hours.
leaving him.
Then I went New York with
Yeah,
Yemi.
yeah,
I got stopped
yeah.
for 5. Then I went Morocco and I got stopped. I banner the amount of times I get stopped.
Big banter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really...
Me, you know, look at me. What do I even look? You know what?
I want to shout out Oli Gunnar Solskjaer.
Bruh, PE teacher.
Oli in all
Always.
day, every day. And yeah, that's that on that. So yeah, thank you very much, listeners, for listening. Yeah, man. Catch us on the next one, wherever you're listening. And yeah, we'll see you then.
Salute to everybody.
Till then, take
Big
care
up.
and peace.